Ah! Hi.
Ah,
How's everybody doing? It's Hiveswap Monday again. And we're gonna be playing more Hiveswap.
I got chicken.
Craig's got chicken. Boy, it sure would be great if the capture worked. That would be
Ah,
pretty
Audio sounds
cool.
great.
Oh,
Audio
good.
sounds great. And greetings! I'm in a good mood.
Yay.
Yeah.
me and Nin watched anime right before this.
Yeah. I really invited Leo to watch Go With Us as well after this, if you want. But I think that would
Yeah.
be sweet.
Yeah.
We gotta see the conclusion of the story.
Hell yeah.
Conclusion, episode 18.
Yeah.
Oh, its
Alright.
arc should be. Yeah.
Yeah, we're coming up on some interesting things. Hopefully we can get to volume 16 because it has another clown, and you know how I feel about the clowns. But for
Yes, you
now,
love.
Yeah, did you tweet?
nope.
Did you Discord?
I did Discord.
Alright.
Uh,
Craig, you got the tweet?
I guess.
Thanks for following me.
That's all I just followed?
Craig followed my Twitter.
You're already following him?
He also followed my Twitch like maybe 3 weeks ago.
Listen, I don't remember to do these things. I'm always here, so why do I need to be reminded?
That's fair. That is fair. But for now, we're starting with volume 15 of Creatives, conventional or otherwise.
These look like some friendly fellers.
Yeah. You walk with a purpose. You don't really have a purpose, aside from friendship, of course. But you know these streets pretty well by this point, so you can at least strut like you've got one. Huh. Oh,
They're both cute.
she's reading Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Shit book taste, but otherwise you're so cute.
Yeah. Aw.
I'm going to diss everyone I'm gonna bully all the people who like Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I'm
Damn.
coming for you.
That's fair. It was pretty shitty. I had
It's
several of the books.
justifying narcissism in a child.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, but man, these two look so cool. What the heck? I like
Yeah.
their design so much.
Oh, and I can
I want to be
finally
this
show you.
farmer-looking boy.
Yeah,
You wanna be
Charon.
Farmer Boy?
Charon.
Mm.
Alright, you're up first then, Craig. I'll sit back.
Tell us your story, Charon. Actually, you know what? You think you've had it up to here with friendship.
Gosh.
Off to a good start. You're making sure you'll be back on your regular friend-making bullshit later, but today is just one of those days. Curl up under the blankets with your favorite show sort of day. Leave your phone on silent and say nothing to no one sort of day. Tell me about it, man. And honestly, you've watched a friend almost die of poisoning and gazed upon the juggalo afterlife. You think you've more than earned a day, or night rather, of respite like this.
Oh yeah, didn't we die?
We did die, but that was
Yeah.
the
What?
canon ending actually.
Yeah.
But
They
we're
didn't
also
describe
still
how we were
here.
resuscitated.
We weren't. We died.
But they put it here that we gazed upon it.
Oh, true.
So we had to have come back at some point.
Maybe that was the bad ending. Because we
But didn't we get a bad for it being the good ending?
I don't remember.
What the shit, Hiveswap?
Oh, it's the same timey-wimey bullshit you get with Homestuck proper.
Yeah. Oh, I guess to be fair, they did
I forgot what I was gonna say. But they did reference a bad end with Polypo that we didn't even see.
Yeah. The reader has referenced like bad ends or alternate ends a couple times, and it's ominous.
Yeah, I like I like when we said, yeah, and then I died to one of the friends, and they were like, "What?"
You've died? And you're like, yeah, more than once even.
Yeah.
Like it's a cool and funny talking point.
An icebreaker.
Yeah.
Hey, did you know I died before?
Wild, dude. Oh.
Oh, dying.
Yeah. So, just for today, you turn your back on this new swath of Alternian City you were considering walking through, and head back to ye old hideout. No explorations now, only bed. You drag yourself
Someone's in
up.
our
Yeah. You drag yourself up the scaffolding to your hidey hole. More than anything, more than binging on media or relaxing amidst peace and quiet, you want to take a nice long nap. So you spill yourself into the little pile of bedding, pillows, and various pieces of clothing you've managed to throw together and settle in. As soon as your body touches it, you're out like a light.
God, I wish that was me.
Yeah. But it isn't very long until you're awake again, and not because your body is rousing itself after sufficient slumber, but because of a persistent scrabbling sound. A persistent scrabbling sound that's followed by a loud thunk. Typically, that wouldn't be enough to get you up. You're a pretty heavy sleeper. But the noise is accompanied by the nagging sensation that whatever is making the noise is in the room with you, and that has you bolting upright. You must have woken up in the middle of your REM cycle, because you feel like a mummy rising out of the crypt. Is this real life, or is this just fantasy?
Caught in a landslide.
No escape from reality.
Open your eyes.
Look up to the sky.
We just start singing the entirety of Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, that's it. That's the rest of the stream. Your brain struggles to make sense of your surroundings through the fog of residual sleepiness that's still settled over you as you stumble to your feet. Eventually, you're able to discern that the noise is coming from behind and above you, around where the ceiling is. What the hell, is there a raccoon crawling in the vents? Does Alternia even have raccoons? If it does, you're pretty sure you wouldn't want to meet one, but you can't exactly leave it in your living space either. You get up to investigate.
Where's the Lucius raccoon, man? I want to see that.
The noise isn't coming from the ceiling like you thought, but from a platform that's been shoved unceremoniously to the very back of the watchtower. There's a large object in front of it that wasn't there before, a giant curved lens that could only have come from the hole that is now in the side of the platform structure. Maybe this was an old telescope or camera that the Condus once used for surveillance. The scrabbling continues. It's coming from within the structure. You're not eager for whatever it is in there to come jumping out at you as soon as you stick your head inside, but you steel your nerves and hoist yourself up. You find yourself face to face with not some weird animal or bug, but a troll. This is a bona fide friend-opportunity. It's practically fallen in your lap, but you find yourself unexpectedly ornery about it. You would think that you could expect some privacy in your own home, or, well, the place you've adopted as home in Alternia anyway, but apparently not. Even when you've decided that you aren't in a friending mood, there the universe goes, yeeting new friends into your path anyways. Can't you go a day on this planet without dancing the whole friendship jig? It quickly becomes obvious that this mysterious stranger isn't going to offer you anything more than enigmatic gazing into the middle distance. What exactly are they doing in your hideout, you ask? If they were thinking about moving in, they could have at least asked you first. You're the current occupant, after all.
Sorry, I got chicken in my mouth. You seem tired, man. You look like you kind of sleepy. I don't know. I don't want to move in. I already have a hive. I came up here for that.
They point past you. You can only assume they're referring to the giant lens you'd seen on the floor. Well, if they'd gotten what they'd come for, why are they still hanging out in the platform's innards like this?
I'm stuck.
And they didn't try calling for help?
I didn't notice you. Wherever you came from. I didn't think anyone else was here.
Would they perhaps like some help? Cell phone? Wow.
Cats that got stuck in a tree.
Guys, apparently I'm live streaming right now. Fucking
Holy
wild.
fuck!
Wait, what? I wasn't
sorry.
prepared.
Sorry, I gotta go. I need to watch that.
Yeah. Crazy.
Maybe.
As you hop down from the platform, you find your ire draining from you like flesh juice from a pimple. Disgusting.
Yeah.
It's difficult to stay angry upon witnessing what's possibly the most pathetic burglary attempt ever, and that's counting your little fiasco with your ship. After walking around to the other side of the platform, you can see the troll's booted legs sticking out from a gap in the structure. It looks much too narrow for anyone to crawl through, and yet that's exactly what they must have done in order to push the lens out from behind. You yell that you're going to try and pull them out. You hear a faint muttered okay and reach up to grab them around the waist, pulling hard. It takes a couple of tries, but with one last particularly hard tug, you're finally able to pull them free. They tumble down on top of you.
Thanks for getting me unstuck and breaking my fall.
You didn't really do that part on purpose, but you're glad they appreciated it, you guess. They seem pretty content to continue lying on top of you, actually, but they're heavy, so you wriggle out from underneath them like an earwig from under a rock and clamber to your feet. You nod at the lens. That's what they want, huh? The troll sits up, crossing their legs. You can see them more clearly now that they aren't sequestered inside the platform, although their face is obscured a little by their shaggy hair and floppy, wide-brimmed hat.
I like your hat.
It's a good hat. They look
I put
about...
that one up on my hat wall. Sorry.
Yeah. They look about as sleepy as you felt earlier. As sleepy as you're in danger of feeling again, in fact. Their voice is slow and regular, like a metronome dunked in molasses, and it almost threatens to send you right back to bed. You're spot on with that voice.
Yeah. Ugh. My throat. So... can I have it?
You swear you can feel your friend-making juices start circulating through your body again with a vengeance after their little sabbatical. You're not really sure what came over you before. Turned down the chance to make a new friend? You? Haha, wow, who kidnapped you and replaced you with a total stranger for a few hours there?
Fuck my chicken.
Oh no, god. Is the chicken okay?
Yeah, only a tiny bit dropped.
Okay, good. You tell the troll, of course, they can have the lens. It's not like you're doing anything with it, or like it's even yours to begin with. It was just abandoned here along with the rest of this broken down tech. Curiously, you ask what they want it for. Are they building something? Perhaps they're an engineer of some sort?
No. climbing all the way up here just for some building material would be pretty dumb. I want to use it for art.
Hell yeah.
Hmm.
Huh. You look at the lens again skeptically. It's a cool lens, you suppose, but it mostly looks like exactly what it is, a hunk of junk. They want to make art out of this? Their work must be pretty,
Hmm.
Hmm.
I mean, I find that kind of stuff interesting.
Yeah.
Junkyard art, like the. I'm going to reference the junkyard guy from
Iron Giant?
Iron Giant, yes, but we also have a museum down here that has a lot of, well, had, it just got bought, a lot of that kind of stuff, and it was really cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I think like people making stuff from like random trash, cool.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I wonder if us being nice to him will cause him to not be nice to us, but it's fine. Let's say it's interesting for now.
You know, I once saw someone make a portrait out of trash.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
those kinds of things are very, very cool.
Oh. They squint at you like they've taken some sort of issue with your comment. Have you managed to offend them? You thought you were being polite enough, given the circumstances.
Interesting is what people usually say when they have nothing better to say. Do you have a problem with making art out of trash?
No, it just interested me.
Yeah. You shake your head rapidly, but the troll is already crossing their arms and shooting you a disapproving look.
Give me a second. God, I had to bite like the chewiest bit of chicken before this line. I don't think I want to talk to you anymore.
Oh no, does that mean they're going to leave? After you'd up and decided to try and add them to your ever-growing friend harem, too.
No. I'm tired.
Oh, okay then. They're just gonna kind of glower at you from the floor for a while until they get their strength back enough to leave, you assume. This definitely isn't awkward at all. I'm sorry, buddy.
It's so awkward. It's very funny. I love
Yeah.
that face they have.
That's weird shit, dude, but in the most positive way.
Oh, what's today's pog?
That's pretty pog, dude.
Let's see today's pog.
Oh, yeah.
I feel
Yep,
like I've seen
don't-
this one.
Don't know who you are.
Yeah,
I feel like I've seen this pog, but I don't recognize the man.
Yeah. I've seen this pog emoji before. I think this was the one that was on the Dishonored one we were doing actually the other day.
Huh.
Well, that's not pog.
Mm.
Not pog at all. I have finished my chicken.
Nice.
It was a bit dry, but that's what I expect from like reheated chicken.
Chicken B plot has ended.
Now beginning the soda C plot.
Ooh.
I'm out of soda.
Ah, shit. What a dramatic twist.
Really a thrilling conclusion to that plot too.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
The two of you alternate between looking at the lens and each other for a while. Usually over the course of making a new friend, they would have asked you to do something by now, or presented you with some sort of choice between two potential courses of action. Is there anything they'd like to do now that they've retrieved their art materials?
Like nap, I guess.
Oh, really?
Oh
Yeah, to
boy.
choose how many dots, huh?
Uh-huh. Yeah,
I
man,
guess copy. Should we
yeah,
copy them? Do two?
I'm gonna copy you. Guess it's all on you then. They probably want to take the lens back to their hive, right?
I would, but I'm tired and hungry. Foraging for garbage takes a lot of energy. And I used the last of it climbing up here. I don't think I'll be able to carry it by myself.
They really didn't think this whole junk heist thing through very well, did they? But would you look at that? This is an excellent time to make a suggestion.
Uh,
We're helpful.
yeah, we might as well just. Oh, I mean, you've already got the trash. No
Yeah,
reason to ask you why to get that. We'll ask you why you didn't get more portable ones. So yeah, let's offer to help.
yeah.
You do that? Make sure you're careful with it.
Of course, of course. You'll treat it with all the delicacy of an egg in an egg and spoon race.
We're gonna run with it.
Yep.
I don't know what that is.
Hold it precariously and just sprint. This is gonna go great. Carrying it to the watchtower's entrance is easy enough. Maneuvering down the cliff face is more complicated. You manage by holding it between you as you navigate from foothold to foothold. When you reach the bottom, the troll looks like they're ready to sit down again right there in the brush, but you urge them on. Resting in their hive will probably be much more comfortable.
That's the wrong way.
Sheepishly, you whirl back around from the random direction you're about to stride towards and follow them instead. With them leading the way and you bringing up the rear, the two of you shamble along the path with all the easy grace of two people in a horse costume. But you make it to your new companion's hive much quicker than you would have expected.
Hey, real quick. So, what do we think of his music?
It's pretty fine. It sounds like Stardew Valley cave music.
It does.
Mm.
It's very chill.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very slow, calm. Like this dude.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
They come to a stop in front of the entrance to a cave in another cliffside. If this is their place, it isn't very far from yours at all. You're surprised that you haven't run into them until now. They're practically a neighbor.
I've seen you around before. You're pretty hard to miss. You're like in a totally different art style.
Really? They should have said hi and introduced themselves. The two of you could have been hanging out all this time.
Nah. Didn't feel like it. Besides, I was busy.
With more of this scavenging and art business, you guess. Oh well, you're getting to know each other now, which is what's important. Speaking of, you've been talking and walking along, and you haven't even exchanged names yet. How remiss of you. Usually you would have gotten introductions out of the way from the moment they broke into your hideout, but it's been an odd sort of night.
That's okay. I'm Charon. Oh, come on. Let's go inside.
They pull you and the lens forward. They didn't ask your name in return, but you manage to bumblingly introduce yourself as you lurch along into their hive.
Oh, this is rad.
Very
I'm
cool.
terrified.
Oh, hey, look. Horrible thing underneath. It's that puppet.
A motherfucker.
One might say.
I like the fucking skull.
Yeah.
Rad.
Interesting, Hive.
At home on Earth, you had a thing about garages. You thought it was interesting to scope the sort of stuff people ended up accumulating. You've seen some real gems in your day. A collection of singing and dancing novelty plant figurines, a small army of Furbies without any fur, the beat-up remains of some kind of cat mascot costume. The inside of Charon's hive is as if every single weird garage you've ever seen converged to exist simultaneously in the same cave, the platonic ideal of garages. It's hard to believe that someone lives here. If you look closer, though, you begin to notice homey comforts tucked among the metal junkyard scraps and broken furniture piled over the floors and all the way up along the craggy cave walls. A Recooper-kun sits on a ledge on one wall, and you think that's a kitchen cabinet wedged into another?
So, what do you think?
It's pretty cozy, you say, giving them a double thumbs up. The stalactites are a nice touch.
I meant about my art.
Oh, the art, of course.
Is that another dude back there?
Oh man, it might...
Yeah. I can't tell if the thing around them is a frame or if they actually are just in the garbage.
The hair overlaps the edge of the frame.
and they're holding on to the pile, so that's just a dude.
Just a little fucking gremlin.
Karen, are you gonna introduce us to your roommate?
Yeah. The art, of course.
Also, Lucy's down there too.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, there are two Lucy in this room that I can see. So maybe one of them belongs to their roommate.
That one actually looks like it's mounted. Like
It might be one of those talking fish.
Yeah.
Just styled after Lucy's.
Cast around desperately. Charon's hive is such a jumble of miscellany that it's impossible for you to figure out which of it is art materials, which are finished artworks, and which are Charon's actual belongings. That's a pretty gnarly skull over there with leaves in the eye sockets. The angle at which that umbrella sticks out of that lawn chair is really compelling. You settle on a purple object in one corner that looks more like a traditional sculpture than a bunch of household items stuck together. Those curves, that amaranthine hue, truly an inspiring piece. Charon looks at you strangely.
That's just the load gaper. You don't know much about art, do you?
Busted. No, you really don't. Remele had taught you the importance of giving the people what they want, and Amicia had taught you the importance of putting a tarp down before lopping off a head so blood or paint doesn't get all over the floor. But you hadn't learned very much about actually creating art from them. As you gaze around the cave again, you find that you really want to understand. Clearly this is something that's important to Charon, otherwise, why would they spend the majority of their time on it? You too wish to experience the marvels of the creative process. If only there were a way for you to learn.
If you want to do it that badly, you could make something out of what I've collected.
Really?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But they must have worked so hard to find all this. Is it really fine for you to just dick around with it? You're surprised to see that Sharon looks pleased at what you're saying. It's maybe the most expressive you've seen them since you met.
All art is dicking around.
True. Looks like you're already starting to get it. You smile proudly.
And anyway, if you make something sucky,
They shrug their shoulders.
I can take it apart again and reuse its separate components to make something else.
Your smile flags a little.
Where do you want to start?
You rub your chin thoughtfully, wandering over to the lawn chair with the umbrella in it. A pile of fabric is stacked on top. You rifle through it until you find some colors you like.
Please introduce us. Who's the guy in your
Who
pile of
is it?
trash? I need to know.
They're just there.
That is just straight up a dude.
Oh, God.
Actually,
You
they-
see that thing hanging up on the top right corner underneath that like arm looking thing? Kind of looks like a sack. It reminds me of something serial killer adjacent, but I don't know what it is. Like right above the giant skull.
Huh.
near the teddy bear looking face? It's not teddy bear, just a face. I see a face.
Yeah, it does look bear-like. I'm getting closer to it.
Yeah.
It reminds me of something serial killer adjacent, but I don't remember exactly what it was.
You know, now that I'm looking at the statue a bit more, doesn't it kind of look like the dude that's hiding in there?
Statue?
Like in the center of the room.
No.
And then look at the hair.
That
Yeah.
Craig, I gotta be honest. No, it doesn't. I mean, the hair is kind of standard for trolls.
Yeah.
But the horns are way off.
I think it would maybe be more of a self-portrait, if anything.
Like, the horns on the dude down there are short and blunt and like,
Nubby.
yeah, nubby. I wonder what Bloodcast he's from.
You rub your chin thoughtfully, wandering over to the lawn chair with the umbrella in it. Pile of fabric, yep. Then you walk across to the other side of Charon's hive, searching for other items you might be able to use. Charon doesn't offer much in terms of guidance, aside from cautioning you away from a couple of objects that are actually finished artworks. Whoops. You end up with an armful of knickknacks that you put down in front of what is now a lamppost, but will soon be your canvas of choice. Then you get to work. The fabric you twirl all around the post. You tie the smaller objects, a snow globe, an old boot, a fancy Santa, onto it with string. On top, you perch a rubber Walmart goose that makes a majestically horrible noise when pressed. As your art piece comes together under your hands, you take a few steps back every now and then to appraise it from further away, making adjustments whenever you find something you're not happy with. Finally, it's complete. You turn to ask Sharon's opinion, newly flushed with pride and adrenaline from having successfully made a thing. They don't look very impressed. Your face falls. What's wrong? Did you use too much orange? Were the scattered Lucis teeth a little too out there?
Listen. You're overthinking this. Just do what feels right.
You frown. Don't think at all, then? Let your instincts drive you?
Thinking a little is probably good too.
Okay, don't overthink it, but Don't abandon rational thought altogether. Let your feelings guide you, but not completely. Pretty vague, but sure, you'll give it another shot. You strip the lamppost back down. This time, you don't spend too long regarding it in all its nude metal glory. You begin working immediately, whipping around Charon's hive in a flurry of cave dust and determination, grabbing things as soon as you lay eyes on them. Charon looks more and more fascinated the longer you're at it. It's not long until their eyes are positively gleaming. Soon, they're taking step after tentative step towards you, as if drawn to you by the sheer force of your artistic energies. They look like they might want to join in, actually.
Is that okay? I see what you're going for. I think your vibe has got me all inspired.
Of course, the more the merrier. You'd love to see what the two of you could create together. With a barely there smile, Charon plants a traffic cone at the base of the lamppost with great aplomb, and you're off.
Wow.
Yeah. It's all a blur after that. The two of you move in unison like you're co-piloting a Jaeger, except instead of a giant robot, you're steering a feverish, creativity-propelled fugue state.
Wow. I think we're almost done.
You stand back from your newly forged pile of bric-a-brac, mopping the sweat from your brow. They're right. You're almost finished. Almost. You need to add the finishing touch, the piece de resistance, and you know just the thing. With great conviction, you pick up a box from the floor, tearing it open so that its contents fall all over your sculpture.
Oh no. Nin.
Polysaccharides.
Thanks. My polysaccharides slats.
You freeze. Were those cooking ingredients? You seem to have gotten carried away. You start apologizing, but Charon is already waving your words away.
It's fine. It looks better like this. Too good to waste as food. Anyway, I can find other things to eat.
You both regard your creation, heaving for breath. You're done. As exhausted as you are, a wonderful calm settles over you as you admire the result of your hard work.
It's beautiful.
It really, really is. You don't know how, because you don't think you'd actually done anything different compared to your first try. Maybe you just got lucky. But regardless of exactly how it came about, this is one of the most bizarrely sublime things you think you've ever laid eyes on in your life. And the longer you stare at it, the more layers and depth reveal themselves to you, like the petals of a newly bloomed flower opening to the sunlight of spring. Abruptly, irresistibly, you find yourself gripped in the throes of profound new knowledge. Charon's artworks are pointless and weird, but perhaps that's what gives them their charm. In such an uncertain and violent world where troll calls troll, and where you might be trapped in an endless Sisyphean journey across the planet in search of new friends, for a brief moment, you can have this. You can stand there, awash in appreciative what the fuck at this masterpiece you've created out of a bunch of other people's trash, marveling at how you've birthed something greater than yourself. Sometimes, trash can be beautiful. You think you understand now. This is what Charon must have been endeavoring to teach you. You beam at them, glowing with the joy of your discovery.
Uh, yeah, sure. If you say so.
Joyride.
Nice.
That's cute. I like this dude. He's pretty chill. Or they were
Yeah.
pretty chill. I like them. Alright, now the next one.
Yeah. One she.
Atiata.
Tell
Un
us about
momento.
yourself. Yeah. I'll actually take a quick BRB to top off my water. I'll be right back though.
Oh. I see. I'm alone with the chat. Intriguing.
I'm still here. I'm just doing loud shit.
Oh, okay, never mind. I don't have to be entertaining.
I still do some shit.
I wish I could control Leo's streams when he wasn't here.
Make your stream say pee pee poo poo.
Yeah, or like stream me doing a bit of vandalism on the characters or something.
Take a marker, draw a mustache.
Yeah. Open a different game on Leo's computer.
Damn it, that fell out. I was taking out my recycling. The fuck? Oh,
I
That's-
am the recycling.
now you have the trash.
No, I'm the recycling. Didn't you hear me, bitch?
Alright, come here, let me crush. That's what I do with most.
Yeah.
Alright,
I
I'm
set
back.
you in one of those fucking can
Okay.
presses.
Hey, yata.
Yeah.
I like your locks. Alright.
Yeah. Hey, now that you've gone and thought about the concept of purpose, you might as well make one up for yourself. You turn your walk toward the book hive. A handful of your friends hang out in there, and there are a few rooms that are generally pretty danger-free, so why not? It's a little difficult to make yourself walk past the spookier rooms, but you manage to avoid the siren song of the brain room once more. Your destination tonight is the room you usually watch your teal friends do homework in. It's understandable, after your office experience with Torona, why this is their neutral meeting ground. Unfortunately, a casual stroll through the stacks uncovers no friends at all. Damn. You consider trying out a higher stakes locale when, wait! You see a shoe peeking out from one of the bigger hexagonal book hole things. Shelves? It really doesn't maximize space to have shelves shaped like that.
Not at all.
Whatever. If you get caught up in trying to make paltry shit like troll bookshelves make sense, you'll drive yourself to madness before you can figure out if this shoe belongs to someone you know. You walk toward it, and the shoe is revealed to be on the strut pod of a troll whose head is barely peeking out over a book, and nope, a jade, but not one of your friends. Whoever it is curls up smaller in the hexagon, burying their face deeper into scribble journal of a cullable wiggler. Boy. It's not the most inviting posture, to be sure. The polite thing to do would be to keep moving, probably, but you feel a little off about that. You gently nudge your foot into hers, where it still peeks out of the shelf, and ask if she's okay. It'll clear your conscience, if nothing else. The book lowers.
Just going on a journey of the imagination, there's some classic literature. Yeah, literature. Nothing to see here.
Ah man, it's another kid. You know young trolls have to handle themselves as much as older ones, but as well acquainted as you are with the facade of pretending you're exactly where you're supposed to be, you get the feeling she's not exactly telling the truth. So you're equipped to help. Plus, it's not like you haven't befriended a few tween sweep equivalents here on Alternia already. You successfully didn't get murdered by Amicia, and you did a passable job befriending Torona and Carico. Though, sometimes you wake up shaking, the remnants of dreams where you failed them on loop in your brain, where they... You shake that horror from your mind and try to look as non-threatening as possible. Not that it's particularly hard for you, as you speak. Oh boy.
Screaming.
Have you seen the brain room? What do you think about them brains, kid? You want to look at the brains?
I didn't notice until they pointed it out, but man, do we have a pattern of children dying in our care.
Yeah. Yeah.
The brain room sounds dangerous.
What? We don't want to show this small child the brain room?
Stop, particularly. Let's ask her if Branya's around. I feel like she's gonna die because I'm trying not to show her the brain room.
Yeah.
But,
Where's Bronya?
yeah.
Did she come here with someone? Bronya, maybe? You know Jades her age aren't really supposed to be out and about outside the caverns.
Oh, I see. You're a snitch. Want you out, Ulu?
With that, she tucks her legs up against her and rolls out of the shelf with the agility only youth can manage and takes off between the stacks.
Youth roll!
Youth roll! You chase after her, but wherever her next hiding spot is must be even better. Eventually, you give up.
Chew!
Look at her go!
Yeah, she's zooming! Alright.
I'm not a snitch, I swear. You want to see the brains, kid?
We're cool, man.
We're super cool. You still get the feeling she might need some help, so you ease into it. Maybe she'll open up a bit as you talk. You tell her this book hive has a huge gallery full of brains in jars if she wants to go check it out.
Wow. Oh wait, oh no. Oh, what's a brain? I want to see.
She unfolds herself from her hiding spot, brushing invisible dust off her skirt as she stands up. She rocks back on her heels and cocks her head, her locks bouncing against her shoulders.
Anchi. Also, I know who you are if you were wondering. I wouldn't go wandering off with just anyone, quest for brains or not. I may be only 5.5 sweeps, but I'm not stupid, ooh.
She seems less afraid, but she's still got a nervous edge to her voice, so you try to be a force of calm, a real motherfucking Glade plug-in of Zen, stinking up the place with your chill vibes. You walk together toward the atrium, making small talk on the way. You apologize if you made it seem like she didn't look like she belonged here. You're just not used to seeing young Jades outside the caverns. She side-eyes you like she's weighing the implications of what you just said.
Okay, I see there's no use trying to fool you. I may have done a small jailbreak.
Oh? Do they not have enough books in the caverns or something? She brushes you off in favor of her own question.
Of course we have books. You didn't answer me. What's a brain?
Oh, right. You round the curve of the room and point in the window. Think pans.
Oh.
They have eyes.
Hmm.
Yeah, how are they supposed to see?
How do the brains
Idiot.
see? Shit, you right. On our
One
tip...
of them just looks like a butt.
Yeah. On her tiptoes, she peeks into the bottom of the window.
I've never seen one up close before.
She tries the door handle, but it's still as locked as it always was. She looks at you expectantly.
Well, can we go in or what?
A surly-eyed guard starts not so subtly watching you, drumming her fingers on the handle of her mace. Ah, globes. You're trying so hard to be cool and approachable that you fucked up and forgot that this room was off limits. Taking a kid to break and enter is, well, it's pretty much par for the course, actually, but it's not what you meant to be doing. Nah, you saw it, looking only, and now you're done. Great, time to move along. Wanshi doesn't pick up on the danger behind her, even with your hurried speech. You change the subject to why she broke out of the caverns, if not for more books, and start walking, hoping she'll follow you. She doesn't.
Oh, I was trying to get to BeastCon. It's a convention for all kinds of cool stuff, but I want to go for the Soldier Per Beast meetup.
Oh my
Warrior
god.
cats, huh?
Honey, aw.
Oh my goodness. my fanfiction is pretty popular. Woo! Oh my god. I have a lot of fans going, and I thought maybe I could make friends with some of them.
Aw.
But I don't know where anything is out there, so I got lost.
She takes a breath and a step, finally, but then stops and clasps her hands together.
Oh!
The guard starts walking. You eyeball the exits all the way down the curved staircase. You could make it, but you can't just leave her here to take the fall. Wanshi keeps talking, oblivious.
Linare's always complaining about how you're everyone's best friend and how you know so much. Do you know where the con is, hello? We could go together.
The guard gets closer. You gotta make a decision, and fast. Oh man.
Interesting. Should we pretend? Wait, take who? Like, take as in beat the guard, try to beat the guard up, or pick up this child and run?
I think it's take Wanshi to the convention.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
I love how you thought, yeah, let's fight the guard with a big fucking mace. That was one of your thoughts here.
We're prepared for that.
We have tried this before.
Not in
not
good
outside
ends.
of our character. That's true, but like it's not outside of our character.
Very true.
Also, we did get one good end technically confronting a bad person when we tripped that dude who was going after Marcy.
True. And also when we killed the purple blood with not Amicia, the other blue blade artist.
Yeah. I forget her name. I know who you're talking about though.
Yeah.
So violence does sometimes work.
It does.
Here.
Violence is sometimes the answer.
Let's pretend to take. No, let's take her. Let's be truthful.
Let's go to the furry con, kid. Anything to get you both out of here. Grabbing her hand, you say you know the way and make a run for the door. She whoops and scurries down the stairs behind you. A quick glance back at the guard, taking her hand off her mace, reassures you that you moved fast enough. Once you're around the corner from the book hive, you stop and catch your breath.
Why stop now? Lead the way, alien friend.
You wave her enthusiasm off. She's out of breath herself. She can hold her beasts for a minute while you locate your fucking bearings and think.
Fucking.
Your fucking bearings. You looked this con up earlier when Tagiri and Polypa invited you. They had said it was fun, that the death toll was high enough to be interesting, low enough to be manageable, and that you'd be safe with them. Still, you'd chickened out. You guess changing your mind and going could be okay. You're definitely anxious about bringing Wanshi along, but it seems like she's hell-bent on attending anyway, so maybe the best thing you can do is be a responsible chaperone. Plus, none of your friends make you feel better protected than Polypa. Gorego Map says it's not far. Well, you've dealt with plenty of dangerous clusterfucks before, so what's one more? Your regular Giles Corey of bullshit scenarios. Pile those some bitches on. You bow as you gesture down the sidewalk that will lead you toward the outskirts of town. Wanshi curtsies and follows your direction.
Cute.
It seems like she doesn't need you to come up with things to talk about. She's like a chatty sunflower, pulled toward the bright newness of everything she sees, and chock full of commentary about all of it.
Wow, I've read all about Moonlight Dove, but seeing it make everything glow is totally different. Look at the dew on this prickle frond. If you get up close and look, you can see the reflection of your own eye and the moon's.
You do as she does, and damn if that ain't a bunch of orbs reflected back at you, floating on the curve of a purply-green meniscus. Her curiosity isn't overwhelming or draining in the slightest. You tell her it's kind of nice, actually, to meet someone else who is experiencing this place for the first time.
Yeah. The caverns are fine, but there's so much to see out here, well... Everyone else sneaks out. I don't know why it took me so long to try. No, actually I do. Getting in trouble sucks and I hate it. But it worked out. Here we are, experiencing it all together.
Yeah, you can feel your anxiety lifting. Just a little. Just the part that's applicable to this particular situation. Still, that's a win. Walking and talking and taking in the night makes time pass quickly. You ask her how she ended up in the book hive to begin with.
Snuck out when Linero was supposed to be giving me some boring jade duty lesson. But with yelling. I don't have a palm husk, so I couldn't look up the con once I was away from my husk top. I just wandered till I gave up and found the book hive.
That's a powerful nerd homing beacon she must have. One she flexes.
You know it. Aww.
Aww. You smell what's around the corner before you see it. Having sidestepped your fair share of corpses in your travels, and had your hand in creating a few more, you know how to prepare yourself. Wanshi, on the other hand... You know the brooding caverns aren't some diaper baby summer camp of innocence, but you're also not sure how much viscera she may or may not have seen. No matter your respective levels of gore viewing experience, you both stop short when it comes into view.
Whoa.
She takes a tentative step towards what's left of the troll and then retreats, hovering close to you. It feels like you should keep moving, like you should avert your eyes and carry on or whatever the fuck before the drones come by to clean up, but she's still staring. Her steps, when she finally takes them, are soft. She crouches down and leans in with reverent scrutiny.
It looks different, not in a jar.
You wonder to yourself, as Wanshi shakily takes it all in, if bloodthirstiness is a trait only certain trolls are born with, or if they have it ground into them by necessity, by expectation, by entitlement, by fear. Next, because your brain is wired around itself, you wonder the same about humans. Wanshi doesn't look away for a while. You go over and put your hand on her shoulder, and she stands up and walks away with you. There's no ceremony to it. No placing of leaves over the remains. No prayer.
Okay.
She doesn't finish her sentence. She takes your hand and pulls you back in the direction you were walking. She looks confused, like she's still trying to work out what she just saw. You guess you could have given her more time to process it, but you're not sure comprehending death is really a thing that you can just, figure out in the wilderness with an alien in one night. After a few minutes of silence, you point out the call of some flat beast, and she mimics it and smiles. Soon after, the pointy-topped tents of the Khan rise over the horizon. Once she starts running, dragging you behind her.
Ooh, shit, here we come!
She's vibrating out of her skin. You're basically doing the same, even though it's less an excitement thing and more an emotional whiplash thing. Whatever, you can work with that. Oh.
So many funky belts.
Yeah. Take a look at all these funky fellas.
Yeah.
Puppy!
Oh my gosh, who would brought their
I would bring mine
Ah,
too. Is that
yeah.
little? Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, guys, what are your loose eye?
Oh shit.
Yeah. Hmm.
Big snake.
A good choice. I was
Yeah.
gonna say maybe like a snake cat hybrid since
Like a cat dragon.
yeah. Yeah! A cat dragon.
Shit yeah, dude.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
What giant animal would you want to have as your parent?
Yeah.
A big Yorkshire.
Hell yeah.
That's a pretty solid choice.
Yeah. You attempt to dig into the new vibe as you walk up to the gates. There are vendors and artists and trolls all around. It's like some unholy combination of anime con and Renaissance fair, but with more people walking around sporting recently inflicted limps.
I was gonna say there's one over there on the right who needs a leg.
Yeah. In an attempt not to focus on that, you look around for your other friends and ask her what she's excited to see and do here before her meetup starts. Does she want snacks? It looks like there are snacks.
Yeah, I could want some frazzled sacker and fluff candy in a bit. But yeah, there's a lot to do. It's the color bear riding, the cosplay competition, the...
You cut her off. Doesn't she mean cosplay? There are trolls you think might be in cosplay, or maybe that's just, how some trolls dress.
There's that too if you don't want to get your claws too bloody.
Ah, jeez. There's the old nerves coming back. You really hope that bringing her here was okay. There are other young trolls roaming around, so you're probably good? You try not to think of the body you saw here as an omen. You saw as an omen. There are bodies all over the place here on Alternia. You pull out your palm husk and consider your friends. You could message Polypa or Tagiri to see where they're at, but your thumb gravitates towards Bronya's gripe profile. Fucking snitch! Don't do it. Oh! Wait, do it again. Terrifying. Right when you decide you're being dumb and pocket your phone, a lot happens at once. One, she starts to pull you toward a dude in a utilikilt, handing out flyers. A bowel-rending sound rends, well, your bowels, and then a massive armored bear with huge beefy biceps hurtles through the grounds, hollering and grinding tents and con-goers alike into bent, splintered pulp. Wanshi stares, frozen, as the beast rampages towards you both.
Oh
She whimpers and looks at you, comprehension and fear etched into her features. You did this. You brought her here. You let this happen to her. And she knows it. You picture 100 outcomes, 1,000,000. You want to work toward the end. You see where you save everyone who hasn't already gotten squished, are elected grand human, and no one ever gets fucking trampled again. But there's no time for that one.
Oh my god, another child's gonna die in our care.
Instead, you pick up Wanshi, give her a quick hug, and throw her into the closest bush. With what's left of your adrenaline-filled noodle arm strength, you reach for the handful of a katana from a vendor's rack, and hope to fuck it's not only for display. You've never felt less prepared to take something on in your life. You've never felt more sure you had to. In the end, it's no choice at all. The beast charges you, teeth bared and rainbow bloody. You hold your position, pinky and ring finger, tight near the bottom of the handle like Tigiri taught you. When it leaps at you, tackling you to the ground, you bury the blade in its chest. The collar bear lays on top of you, the last of its life twitching out of it as it presses your life out of your lungs in return. Through your darkening vision, and under the furry dead weight pinning you to the ground, you see her. From the edge of the woods, eyes wide and watery with understanding, Wanshi picks herself up.
Ooh.
Woof.
Alright. Well, at least the child didn't die.
She didn't die.
We
That's a
did.
good one.
Alright.
I want to get the good end, though.
Yeah, let's pretend to take her, I guess.
Yeah,
Who would have known that taking her to a murder festival would have been a bad idea?
who would have guessed that furry cons are somehow even worse on Alternia than they are here? You've heard of the con she's talking about. You were thinking of going with Tigiri and Polypa anyway, but the list of activities seemed a little too dangerous, honestly. These past few months, you've been up to your ass in close calls, and you'd quite frankly like to cut back on them. Including, the one your ass is currently embroiled in. You make some non-committal noises as you work out how to tell her. Once she crosses her arms and leans back against the brain room door, which the guard really doesn't like, if her increased speed and mace brandishment are any indication. Okay, yeah, you say. Let's go right now. Your hype is contagious, even though you're completely faking it. She claps and bounds behind you down the stairs. A quick tug at her wrist pulls her out of the mace's trajectory as the guard chucks it at you from above. It thuds mightily against the wall by the door, and you both make it outside unbloodied. Checking behind you to confirm you're not being followed, you don't stop running until you're both safely around the corner. Wanshi giggles through catching her breath. Oh, Nin BRB'd.
Oh. Man, I wish Discord would make a sound when I'm in full screen, because I can't see that shit.
Yeah.
It makes sense because you have, the streaming thing on, so it's all silent.
Ah, shit. I just realized now that we've met Wanshi, I can share with you this fucking adorable little animation featuring her. I want to find it on my tweeter.
Yeah, tweepers.
My tweeber.
Sorry, I'm back. My new glasses came in.
Oh
Oh,
shit,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah. So want to hear something funny that just happened?
Yeah.
Sure.
My mom
It better
ordered
be really fucking funny.
Oh, don't worry, it's hilarious. Prepare to piss yourself laughing. As I was saying, my mom ordered a pair with my prescription so that I can, use it, and another pair that doesn't have my prescription. They're like, the lenses don't have anything specific. Just so that if these frames break, I can just pop the lenses out and put them in the other pair,
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
So I didn't realize that they were going to send the other pair with lenses in them, and that was the one I opened first and put on my face. So I was like, did I just wait 3 weeks for glasses that are not my prescription? Because I can't see.
Oh no.
And I was freaking out. I called out to my mom, and neither of us knew what was happening for a second. We were both panicking. Mom, are you sure this is the right prescription? It was very scary. I was able to open the other ones, and they were right though. But God, was I terrified. Alright. Wow, that was a close one.
Oh, I should get off Twitter.
All of Twitter?
All of Twitter.
You're gonna get all of them off?
Canceling himself.
Yeah.
I thought something gross. Librarians, am I right?
That sounds like a vaguely Night Vale thing to say.
Yeah, honestly?
She grins and takes your hands. I feel like she would get along with Tamika Flynn.
Yeah,
They
I imagine
read books
Tamika would
together.
inspire her so much. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's cute. That'd be a cute crossover.
Yeah.
Can you
Don't mind me,
Oh.
just doodling.
Yeah.
Can you believe we only just met and already we're having bonding hijinks? I didn't think making a friend would be so simple. I can't wait to hang out even more at the con. Ah, the guilt.
Yeah. Ah, her smile is a knife in your pusher. She's so excited about your budding friendship, and here you are, gutlessly hiding the fact that you have no intention of taking her from one dangerous situation to another. Maybe you would have agreed if you were in a braver mood, but you just don't know if you're up for more life or death babysitting adventures right now. What you should do, probably, is get her home. You don't tell her any of this, of course. Instead, you agree and then check Gorego maps. The con is down the road to the left. The caverns are to the right. Leading her straight back home would be too obvious, so you take a meandering route. Everything you pass seems to impress her. The frankly bonkers range of architectural styles, the shivery carnivorous plants, the burned out wreckage of someone's hive, and the flickering starlight all around. Yeah, cool motorcycle man, you're so cool. We can always rely on you to drive by while I'm streaming. God bless.
Like they wait until you
They
start.
know. She's observing a worm crossing the sidewalk, out here exposed all squishy and brave, oh whoa, when you point out a cool rock eager to keep her wonderment going. That's cute.
Really?
She puts a hand on her cocked tip.
You think we don't have rocks in the caverns? Try harder.
She rolls her eyes at you, but she's still grinning. You accept the challenge and tell her there's something she's definitely never seen up ahead.
Bring it.
You lead the way. It's been a hot minute since you've been back over here. You're interested to see it again. Still, this side jaunt feels like delaying the inevitable. You know she's going to be pissed at you when she realizes you tricked her, but you can't help wanting to show off more cool stuff while you can. Anything to see that wide-eyed appreciation for any tiny new thing. What's left of your spaceship comes into view as you round the bend. There really isn't that much left to show off, but Wanshi is still into it. She runs over and starts inspecting the rubble. You wonder what happened to the freshly missing parts. Maybe Vikari has come back to scavenge some more. Shit. Vikari. You haven't talked to that guy in forever. You vow to text him later tonight, but you still feel guilty. It's hard to juggle all these beautiful friends, even with how viscerally you crave them. You want to be good for everyone, but there are so many things that can mean, and you've never stopped feeling like you're treading water. Once she emerges from the hull, clambering up on top of a black metal box and waving around some inscrutable rusty bullshit.
Oh, well, there are so many fiddly little parts. This is how you got here? Watch the glass.
Yeah. She observes you for a second or two, then nods her approval.
Nin fucked up your mic.
Nice.
Let's point and laugh at this. Nah.
It happens.
Yeah.
I wonder what Chuck Tingle is up to. Ooh. Oh, shit! Chuck has a new, choose your own adventure novel.
In other news, I'm playing Kirby.
Nice.
That's pretty neat. That's pretty poggers. Yes, yes.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Alright.
Wait, Tech has a new Choose Your Own Adventure novel?
Yeah, he posted about it on his Twitter 4 hours ago.
I can't believe you're so late.
Interesting.
I'm very late.
And here I thought you were a true tingler.
Why is this in Spanish? Why is this Amazon page in Spanish?
I don't know. Why is it in Spanish, Leo?
Chuck, why is it in
I'm
Spanish?
in Spain.
I'm not. I don't know things. I do want to buy this.
Spains. Spains.
The planet of Spain.
Oh, Honey Pop 2 came out.
Oh.
I didn't expect it that early. I can't play that on Twitch.
Probably not.
But Picardo is lawless. I guess I should probably say the line, huh?
Yeah, we should probably continue with the game.
That's pretty cool.
Hogger.
Any old idiot can wreck a spaceship. It takes someone with brains to break out of the brooding caverns.
Well, when you put it that way. You're completely right. Ooh.
She winks and pockets some of the pieces.
Are you ready to keep moving? I don't want to miss the meetup, and it's happening right after Horseroni jousting, which will be ending pretty soon.
Horseroni.
Yeah. You're not sure what to tell her. For some reason, Vickery won't leave your mind. Your sorry ass hasn't managed to keep up with all the friends you did earn. Maybe it's for the best that you're deciding to take her home. Her safety is more important than her liking you. You sigh and start to fess up. Even if she left here now, you're far enough away from the con grounds that she'd still miss it. You were afraid. Afraid to go, afraid she'd run off if you didn't stick with her, afraid of not knowing what to do next.
You what? You made me miss my one chance to do something fun for a change? Just because you're too much of a scaredy pervies to go to a fun nerd party?
Aww. It wasn't just that. You also wanted to keep her safe, to take her home. She stomps her foot in frustration, tears forming in the corners of her eyes.
Why do you think you can just make decisions for other people?
It's what we
Why
usually do.
don't you go home if that's so great?
Your mouth shuts, words gone. She follows your gaze back to the wreck of your only shot out and winces.
No, you can't. I want it.
She sits down in the grass, defeated. You sit too, a ginger distance away. No, her anger is fair. God, this sucks. You hadn't meant to deprive someone of a small joy here on this bitch of an Alternia.
It's the worst.
She sighs and runs her claws along the tops of the spiny purple grass. After a few minutes of silence, she speaks.
Late to do anything about it now. I'm still super angry with you. But I'm glad you were honest, I guess. Even if it took you too long. I'm not used to people being straight with me. I feel like the older everyone gets, the more they lie. Or at least the more annoying it is that they don't expect you to notice when they're lying. Not that I can super tell how old you are. Your physiology is a little inscrutable, but, you know, more or less.
Your palm husk buzzes, interrupting your train of thought. You both look at your two new texts. Oh. Are you sure you still don't want to join? Things are beginning to get interesting over here. You may have the privilege of seeing me at peak performance if you come by. Stay put. There's a collar bear on the loose. I don't want you on the already very long casualty list. You do a quick goraggle and holy shit. Social media is already on fire with the news of a con attraction getting free and mangling attendees left and right. The familiar ghostly feeling of a near miss shivers down your back.
Oh.
Her eyebrows pull together as she works through the images she's seeing on the screen and what it could have meant for her. She's still a little teary from before.
I mean, it's
Not that
getting
you
hard
did
to
it
hear
on
nymphs at
purpose.
some points.
Yeah.
Why do you say that in third person instead of to me?
Mm.
I can still hear you guys just fine, so I would have heard it. I'll be
Alright,
back.
you're hard to hear.
Yeah, I already said I'll be back.
Yeah, but you're hard to hear. What the fuck?
Nope, that's not the right. Whoops.
What did you do?
Unmuted a video on Twitter.
Nice.
Like a silly bitch. That's fine. I'm gonna read the description for the
Of
new
what?
Select Your Own
Oh.
Timeline book. Oh, Nin's back. Hello, Nin.
Hello.
Back. I don't know if it's fixed. I want to finish. Not that you did it on purpose. But I guess maybe it worked out okay. I do love not being trampled. But it still sucks I didn't get to make friends.
You don't want to be too presumptuous, especially after all that, but maybe this day might still be salvageable, new acquaintance-wise. Once she blinks back her disappointment and puts on an attempt at a smile.
Maybe. Might as well see.
What was she gonna do with her new friends? Maybe on your way back to the caverns, you guys could talk about soldier purbeasts, or scary horse jousting, or whatever else she wanted to do there. She stands up and crosses her arms, looking you over, her smile turning real.
You think you've got what it takes to roleplay?
You stand up too. You're super cool with roleplay. You've basically been doing that since you landed. So what's the deal again, you ask as you start walking her home. Magic cats?
Magic. What are you, some kind of wiggler? Well, there's no magic in soldier per beast.
She rolls her eyes at you and then hunches her shoulders, claws spread, eyes darting from bush to bush along the sidewalk ahead of you.
You mean the power of your own wits, the sorcery of all your senses aligning at once as you get ready to pounce, the hypnotic spell-like rhythm of your own pusher beating in time with your praise.
She straightens up and grins.
That kind of stuff, fool. Anyway, it's really fun. Let's play.
She's bounced back so fully. You get the feeling that not many people indulge her in this. It reminds you of your younger self, and your heart crunches up a bit. Fuck yeah, let's play. You mean, heck. Heck yeah.
Don't patronize me.
Fuck yeah. Once she giggles. No, don't teach the child dirty words.
Okay, the little lass you can be from the space cast. Let's call you Twinklepaw. I'll be Wildless from the Silverglare clan.
She clearly seems to think you should be impressed or intimidated by this, but you don't really know what's going on, so you nod. Twinklepaw. Got it.
So you'll stumble upon me while I'm taking down a nut creature, scaring it away with your incompetence. Sound good? You're dumb.
Yep. Accurate. She peppers her walk with skips, talking up a veritable storm of world building. Her voice gets low and rumbly when she quits setting the scene and gets into character.
What do you think you're doing setting Strutpaw in our territory? You've made me lose my creature feast. What do you have to say for yourself?
Ah, fuck, it's your turn. You didn't see where you were going. You're sorry, though. You know how hard it is to come by a good meal.
Oh, you think me so poor a tracker that I'm hurt by such a loss? I can find another. I find offense only in that you clearly do not respect the bond between hunter and hunted. You blunder in and interrupt the sacred rhythm of my fangs, its neck or its claws, my face. Now neither of us can know who would have prevailed.
Ah, jeez. You're still, really sorry about your strut paws. You're constantly sticking those into other people's sacred dances. Maybe there's some more nut guys over there? Once she stops walking and gives you a withering look.
Is that really the best you can do?
No, you'll try again. How dare this purbeast accuse you of such a thing? Your intentions are as noble as the wild pusher that thumps in your, bone cabinet? Once she bounces, hands and fists, grinning.
Whoa. Over the top, and not really a StarCast approach, but you're getting there.
You practice finding your soldier's characterization sweet spot as you walk her home. You take the most direct route, but you let her stop to explain purbeast grooming habits, to breathe in the rotting perfume of a flower, and to appreciate yet another sidewalk-braving worm. Eventually you reach the cave entrance you know. And standing under its eave is Linera, a very pissed-looking Linera, which isn't, your favorite mode for that particular friend.
Where have you been? I said I'd be right back. Not, hey, go run off and leave me to make excuses for you.
Well, I'm back now, so you can get over it. I know you won't tattle. You don't want Bronya to know you lost track of me, Ulu.
Watch yourself.
Linera glares fireballs at her and then turns to you, softening the tiniest of bits.
Thank you for bringing the short one back.
Damn.
Do you want to come in?
You appreciate her politeness, but nah, you should go and let the Jade settle down and everything. Plus, you have another friend you need to check up on. Before you can say anything to Wanchi about how you hope she ended up having an okay time, she scurries off around the corner, calling back over her shoulder.
I have something I want to give you before you go.
So you wait. Linera keeps looking at you, arms still crossed.
You better be glad she's okay. If she got hurt, I could never... I would be in so much trouble.
Aww. You don't have to call her on secretly caring, because Wanshi comes running back with, something in her hands, her hair bounding behind her.
Here. Read this, and then maybe when you come back to visit me, you'll be, a little more informed about the Soldier Purbeast universe, Ulu. I only have one person to play with here, and he usually pretends he's too cool, like he doesn't absolutely love Purbeast cast drama.
She bows a little as she offers the book to you. It is tattered with love.
Aww. It's my personal copy, but I think I can trust you with it, Twinklepaw.
Aww.
Oh, my heart! What do you say, hello?
You clutch it to your chest and tell her you will guard it with all the honor and spitfire StarCast has to its hallowed name.
My heart!
Book friends.
Wow, they made her ginormous here.
Yeah. Or maybe we're just real short, you know?
Yeah, we're just small, actually. We're just tiny.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's such a cute ending. Aww.
That was a good volume.
Yeah, I liked her. She's cute.
Are y'all down for another one?
I can do another. Do I sound any better at all? Or do I keep going out? Alright.
It's usually, like, at the start of a sentence. You, like, fade in a little bit, but...
I'm not sure why my mic is doing it. I messed with sensitivity and stuff, but it doesn't seem to be working, so...
Yeah.
Maybe it's just time for a new one or something.
Alright, great.
Craig,
you good?
Yeah.
Nice. Clowns! Volume 16 of Cult and Captivation.
Already liking how the characters this volume look.
Yeah.
They're like my two modes of character design.
You crash landed on Alternia 16 long episodes ago, and sometimes you feel like you've been here forever. You've had many adventures and met many Alternians, some/all/none of whom have become your friends. But now, for some reason, you have a hunch that you're near the end of your Alternian travels. For one thing, you seem to be coming to the edge of the populated region you've been walking through all the time you've been here. For another, the intense craving that has animated you throughout your journey feels like it might be waning. It's not quite gone, but like a diner who's stuffed himself to bursting but is still seeking that last sweet morsel that will make his meal complete, you're still on the prowl for the very sweetest morsel of friendship. Got
I love this
Fozzer and Marvis,
Hello, Marvis.
who people on
Hello,
Twitter are
Marvis.
very excited about.
I can see why.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you're so cool.
This is a very good volume. But, Fozzer, tell us your deal. You look like Carcat.
Yeah, I was
But
gonna say
happy.
the blood's a little bright on the the signifier. They look a little. Oh my goodness, something was happening in the kitchen.
Oh,
I wonder, are they rust or candy? I wonder. Anyway,
let's find out.
I guess I'll do them.
The night has turned foggy, and you can't see far in any direction, but you seem to be surrounded on every side by bare ground, hummocked and pitted almost like a weird abstract sculpture and covered with greenish moss. Based on the experiences you've had with Alternian flora, you imagine the moss is probably poisonous, acidic, explosive, or something of that nature. Suddenly, a shadow looms up out of the darkness, making you jump, but it's only a leaning signpost. As you move closer, you can see that the sign says, "Welcome to Happy Absence Pit Park." Before you can figure out what that might be, you hear a voice muttering to itself in the fog, and a sound like dirt being shoveled.
Shovel, shovel, toil and trouble, low bloods of the world, unite! I don't know what to give what voice to give this person. I'm gonna wait till we talk to them, see them and talk to them.
Yeah. You move cautiously toward the voice until the figure of a troll emerges from the fog. He seems to be digging in the hard, bare ground.
Alright, you're Rust. There's a tide in the affairs of trolls which, taken at the flood, leads to the workers' paradise.
You clear your throat, and the troll turns swiftly.
Who's there? Who's there, I say?
You announce soothingly that you're just a poor, wayfaring stranger.
Is there any nonsense like that?
You confirm that you are not.
Good, because I don't believe in them. I'm a dialectical materialist. Well, if you're not a ghost, who are you?
You explain that you're a humble alien who recently, well, not so recently, crashed on Alternia, who's been looking ever since for... Here you blushingly trail off into a mumble. The troll snorts and comes close to study you. His breath is not of the freshest.
Alien. You are the color of cheese. But it could be makeup. You could be a high blood in disguise, come to watch poor little Fozzer Vellies pursuing his humble profession of pit perturber for some unknown reason of your own.
Fozzer rubs at the exposed skin of your arm to see if the makeup will come off. It doesn't, but he's still suspicious.
A real alien would know what outer space is like. Describe outer space to me.
You describe attack ships on fire off the shoulder of Orion, and watching sea beams glitter in the dark near the Tannhauser Gate. You express the belief that all those moments will be lost in time like tears in rain. These authentic depictions seem to satisfy Fozzer. He nods his head and seems to think. He doesn't appear to be a fast thinker. Finally, he seems to have an idea.
Do the cheese entities where you come from have a strong consciousness of class struggle? Oh boy, do we.
You have no idea what he's talking about, but you are always good at guessing the right answer on multiple choice tests. You assure him that the people where you come from have such a strong consciousness of class struggle that they use it to jack up their cars when they get flat tires. A big smile overspreads Fozzer's face, and he pumps his fist in the air.
Pleased to meet you, comrade alien. All power to the workers. I imagine that finding me performing the honest labor of the working class makes you feel right at home.
He's a communist. You assure him that it does.
I suppose that you wish you could share in the simple proletarian joys and sorrows of the Alternian oppressed classes.
You're not sure what proletarian means, but sharing joys and sorrows sounds like a hopeful prelude to friendship. So you say you were just thinking that you would like to share that kind of joy and sorrow.
Easily done, comrade. Here, take this soil perturbation lance. You can enter into solidarity with the Alternian working class right now. No, don't thank me. Freedom, brotherhood, and equality is my motto. Conduct your perturbation right here, if you please.
He points to where he was shoveling, and you begin shoveling there too. The moss that covers the ground is tough as leather, and the Alternian soil is rocky, hard, and unforgiving. No surprise there. And before long, you're sweating profusely. But no exertion is too great for the pursuit of friendship. Fozzer watches you labor with brotherly satisfaction.
Solidarity is a wonderful thing, isn't it? From each according to his ability, to each according to his need. You look like a walking cheese, but your muscular development is impressive.
Thank you.
Alright.
I'm flattered.
Cheese, huh?
Yeah. A very muscular cheese.
So, just to pass the time while you labor in solidarity, what do you think of our planet? What has been your impression of it on your visit from outer space?
Now,
Alright.
Sir, are you into being a member of the oppressed lower class? Is that why you're out here digging holes on your lonesome?
Yeah, it kind of feels like the novelty is in being oppressed for him, right?
A little bit.
But
He's like, yeah, man, I'm
but
oppressed. I sit out here, I dig holes. That's the way it should be.
like he definitely has vibes of like he likes the idea of rebellion, but he's not part of the rebellion.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. And then again, we don't know him very much yet either.
Yeah.
Do you like where you live, my guy? For now, maybe we should assume he doesn't and say it's the worst place.
Yeah, this place does suck pretty bad.
It does. Like hard globes.
The feeling comes over you suddenly that nothing can be more important than truth. Truth is at the foundation of all real friendship. Truth sets you free. Honesty is the best policy. So you take a deep breath and say that you hope you won't give offense, but that in your opinion, Alternia is the nastiest, ugliest, cruelest, most inhospitable, and most unfair place you've ever seen or heard of in a long life of travel and study. Even the plants are bloodthirsty. Even the soil is hard and mean. You've made some/many/no friends here, but you've learned it's also possible to make friends with lions, bears, killer whales, and other wild and dangerous creatures. In fact, often here on Alternia, you've felt that you've been locked in a cage with a bunch of such wild and dangerous creatures. As you've talked, you've been watching Fozzer anxiously for signs of anger. You're surprised to see that instead he seems to be loving it. You're cutting out again.
Yeah, I dropped my mic right as I unmuted it. So.
Ah.
And what about our political system?
It fucking sucks!
Yeah. You've already put your foot in it, so you go ahead and put the other one in too. You express the opinion that a violent, rigidly stratified insectile social structure created solely to generate soldiers for a mad project to conquer the entire galaxy might raise eyebrows in some quarters. You admire natural selection and survival of the fittest as much as the next person, but this is overkill on a titanic scale. As you've been speaking, Fozzer's smile has grown wider and wider, and he's shown other signs of approval, such as jumping up and down and whirling around. He pumps his fist in the air.
Forward to perfect socialism!
Yeah, alright, man.
Alright, sure, man. It's so good to talk with someone who hasn't been hypnotized from Wrigglerhood with counter-revolutionary pap. Someone who sees conditions in Alternia for what they really are, who sees the evil of the High Bloods. Someone who will march in the someone who will march in the vanguard of the workers' revolution to face unflinchingly the onslaught of the aristocracy, perhaps, nay, probably, to die in a hail of bullets, but never turn their back on the people. Let me embrace you, comrade alien! Oh.
He does so. He's oily and smells like mossy soil and poor ooze. But this does not dampen your spirits. What better preamble for making a suggestion of friendship? Agreeing with people about politics never fails to bring friendship closer. But before you can bring it up, Fozzer, having first kissed you on both cheeks, continues.
We mustn't allow our celebration of the People's Revolution to interfere with the honest labor that enables us. I'm holding you back from your ticket to the workers' paradise. Please proceed with your soil perturbation. All power to the people. Death to arbitrary hemospectral discrimination. Forward, comrade!
He waves his hands with a flourish, and you start digging again. You wonder if it would be just as revolutionary if you traded places so Fozzer could do the digging, and you could do the speechifying, but you don't wish to disturb the perfect harmony now existing between the two of you.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Instead, you use your little available breath to inquire what all this soil perturbation is in aid of.
Why, a coal pit, of course. Didn't you see the sign? This is the Happy Absence Pit Park, Fozzer Velis, proprietor. Alternia's reactionary tradition is just to put dig coal pits anywhere, without a second thought. But our revolutionary future demands that we have more respect for the dead. So I created this wonderful innovation, the Pit Park.
So
Are you
you're
gamifying cemeteries?
I think he's just creating cemeteries.
Oh.
I don't think... Yeah, they just have mass graves on Alternia. This dude's like, no, respect the dead. Which is revolutionary here, apparently.
Oh. There's a clown concert being held not far from here, so I anticipate a brisk demand shortly. Best to be ready for these things. You know this is not... You should be... Okay. Having a lot of dead clowns lying around rotting on the property is unpleasant, not to mention unsanitary. Get them underground pronto is our motto here at the Happy Absence Pit Park.
You're wondering privately whether a little class solidarity couldn't be extended to Purple Bloods, remembering your dear friend Carico Piero, when Fozzer seems to give a jump.
Oh, that is not ghosts.
Grateful for an excuse to stop digging, you turn to look in the direction Fozzer is staring, leaning on your soil perturbation lance. You don't see anything but fog. You ask what is not ghosts.
Nothing is. I'm a dialectical materialist, and if any ghosts come around the Happy Absence Pit Park, they should be aware that I don't believe in them, so they might as well go somewhere else. You know, if you're scared of ghosts as And the rest one, you probably shouldn't have made a cemetery.
Yeah. Oh, bud. You confess that you don't see anything but foggy darkness and humped and pitted ground where you now guess piles of cold Alternians' exoskeletons are buried in the coal pits.
You don't see any ghosts because there's no such thing. But the past few nights, I thought I saw beams of light shining up out of the ground.
That's just
Almost-
zombie raves, duh.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not ghosts, it's zombies, idiot.
dummy.
Almost as if, metaphorically of course, some of the exoskeletons in the coal pit had gotten hold of some flashlights and were shining them up through chinks in the soil. Look, there it is again!
This time you see it, a column of light that flashes up through the fog and is gone, seeming to come from a crack in the ground, which it briefly illuminates in blinding white. Fascinated, you move toward the crack, which is now dark and invisible again.
What are you doing?
look at-
Investigating.
Yeah.
Not minding our business, like always.
When have we ever? You look at Fozzer in surprise. He seems terrified. You ask tactfully whether he doesn't think you ought to see what it is. For example, it could be some infrastructure malfunction that could blow the Happy Absence Pit Park and all its inhabitants, living and dead, sky high. You're not even sure they have infrastructure in Alternia, but one can't be too careful.
Well, maybe you're right. We are fearless revolutionary cadres after all.
Fearless.
Hmm.
You can hear his teeth chattering. You move toward where you think the flash came from, Fozzer close behind you peering over your shoulder. You can't help wondering where he'll be when the vanguard of his revolution is braving hails of bullets.
The clouds kind of remind me of Juggalo makeup. Like, the two top ones are the eyes, and below
Oh yeah,
is the big old mouth.
I see it.
Hmm.
You very much hope that this
Juggalo in
revolution...
the sky.
The Great Dark Carnival. We know it's up there. By the miracles.
It's always following
In the
us.
stratosphere. You very much hope that his revolution, if it ever comes, won't happen while you're around. Just then, a whole series of lights flash silently up from the ground, making columns through the fog. Fozzer jumps and howls behind you.
Non-existent!
You tell him there's undoubtedly a logical explanation, though you have to admit that you had a weird feeling just now when the lights appeared, like a momentary dizziness or feeling of discontinuity. But you're more curious than ever now. Murmuring comforting things to Fozzer, you start digging right around where the lights you just saw came from. Then it's weird, because you break through some kind of thin crust, as if the soil in that particular place is just a few inches thick, over a brittle surface that your shovel goes right through like old pottery. You wonder whether you've inadvertently dug into an old coal pit, but what would bright light be doing coming out of an old coal pit? And in some weird way, it doesn't feel like a coal pit. It feels like something metaphysical, like reality itself is particularly thin right in that spot, and you've broken through the very fabric of it with your soil perturbation lance. You dig around the edges of the hole, enlarging it until it's about a foot wide. The darkness within makes the darkness of the Alternian night seem bright by comparison. It's so dark that the soil falling into it and the part of your soil perturbation lance poking into it seem to vanish completely, as if on the other side of that hole reality itself gives out. You and Fozzer stare curiously down into this hole. Suddenly, a blinding but strangely blank light bursts up out of the hole into your faces, and at the same time there's a deafening sound, which seems to vibrate the very framework of reality, like a gigantic needle scratching a gigantic record. Scratch! You're standing in the foggy night holding a soil perturbation lance that has been handed to you by Father Veliz. He points to where he's just been digging, and you begin digging in the same place. The moss that covers the ground is tough as leather, and the Alternian soil is rocky, hard, and unforgiving. No surprise there. And before long, you're sweating profusely. But you feel strange. Like you were just standing somewhere else, doing something else, seeing something else. The afterimages of a blinding light and a deafening sound seem to linger in your eyes and ears, but around you is nothing but dark fog and bare ground, humped and pitted. You must have had a dizzy spell. You shake it off and begin perturbing the soil. No exertion is too great for the pursuit of friendship, after all. Fozzer watches you with satisfaction.
Honest work is a wonderful thing. All hail the old regime, eh? You look like walking cheese, but your muscular development is impressive. What do you think of our planet? What has been your impression of it on your visit? So we have to say something else. Let's go with the first choice. This is interesting.
Hold on, I just wanna...
See what happens if you choose the same one?
Yeah, this place sucks. I'm being honest, it sucks, and I say the same thing and tell you that it sucks.
Right. Oh.
No doubt you could have anticipated that blunt honesty like this would give offense, and indeed it seems to have done so. As you finish your remarks, Fozzer is frowning darkly.
So you've come to Alternia. Oh, he did say all hail the regime earlier.
He did.
As an uninvited guest only to criticize and judge our civilization, eh?
No.
You know enough about our society, our billions of years of evolution, and our painstaking rise from mud-dwelling insectile ancestors, the political and sociological theories of our statesmen, philosophers, and scientists to make those judgments, do you?
Well...
No doubt you've done studies establishing what would happen if the hemospectrum groups were placed in different relations to one another. If, for example, rust bloods were the highest group and fuchsia bloods the lowest.
Well, no, but...
I suppose your planet is so similar to Alternia that you have a firm basis on which to apply your preconceptions to us. It's actually pretty similar.
Not at all, but...
And surely you aliens are similar enough biologically and psychologically to trolls to know how we feel about our own society. I thought not. I guessed from the very first that you were nothing but a dilettante, both socialist, pseudo-intellectual spouting your ivory tower theories without the least idea what you were talking about. Well, smarty pants alien, I suggest that you take your cheese-like person and your theories home to your own planet. It won't be long before her most high imperial condescension conquers your arm of the galaxy, so that we Alternians can return the favor by standing in judgment over your society and politics. In the meantime, I bid you good Ceridium.
Damn. And with that, Father Veliz seizes his soil perturbation lance, bless you, as well as your hopes and dreams, and stalks off into the foggy night.
Interesting.
Alright.
Okay.
Father changed his mind. He doesn't want to be a communist anymore. Which one of these?
The
Oh
thing
god. Oh no.
The thing is, it's kind of funny that he said that, because he did say that we were a faux socialist, which means he still thinks his approach is socialism.
Huh. Like a fucking twisted version of socialism.
Yeah. Alright, I guess now we say the opposite of what we said before. Worst place we've ever been to? No, it's alright, it's fine.
Yeah. As a guest, it's only polite to say nice things about your host's home planet. Besides, meeting Fozzer has stoked your desire for a sweet friendship morsel, and a little praise and flattery often goes a long way to make people like you. So with the little breath you have to spare from your digging, you tell Fawzer that you found Alternia most interesting. The fierce rush of life here induces a salutary wakefulness, and boredom is virtually unknown. Also, the social structure arising from the hemospectrum and the multi-dimensional relationship matrix is very unusual, producing a fascinating array of possible interactions among people. You're looking forward to the day when you can tell your grandchildren about it. As you're speaking, a satisfied smile overspreads Fawzer's face.
I'm glad you recognize the nobility of our ancient society with its orderly hierarchy and naturally evolved degrees of privilege reflecting naturally evolved degrees of ability.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
You're pleased that your words have met with approval, but you're still a little bit troubled. You have an odd déjà vu sensation that this whole exchange could have gone quite differently. Maybe even did go quite differently sometime in the past or in some parallel universe. You inquire timidly whether the total domination of the lower bloods by the higher on Alternia doesn't sometimes feel like oppression.
Never. I myself am only a rust blood, so I lack the privileges of the higher bloods. But the most important thing for a society is that everyone should be in their appointed place and do the things they're suited for. If all the passengers in a rowboat keep their seats and row in the same direction, the boat will quickly reach its destination. But if the passengers all jump up and start running around and grabbing the other's oars, the boat will capsize and all will be lost.
In this situation, they have, like, different lengths of oars.
Yeah.
Some of them just have sticks.
Yeah.
How do you want them to paddle with that shit, Fawzer?
And some of them don't even have the burden of paddling in the first place.
Yeah.
They're just sitting back in the boat.
Just fucking chilling. Aw, yeah. Loud motorcycle. You're so cool. I'm so impressed. You remark diplomatically that Alternia isn't a rowboat rowing toward a destination.
You're wrong. A planet is very much like a robot and a robot. A rowboat advancing through the black water of space, and that's for our destination. All of us on Alternia aim at but a single goal every hour of every day: to serve her most high imperial condescension in conquering her glorious galaxy-wide empire. Long live the Empress! We should call Tisius.
Yeah.
See if she's changed her mind too.
Oh, no. Well, you suppose the sense of being part of something larger than yourself makes up for a lot.
It does.
And naturally evolved systems are almost always more robust than artificially designed ones.
They are.
And it's true that Alternia's social structure does bring some semblance of order to a collection of 12 disparate troll subtypes.
It is.
Fawzer beams at you fondly. There's nothing that warms the heart like someone who thinks you're right about everything.
It's so wonderful to find someone, even someone who looks like a piece of cheese, who is so intelligent and understands society and politics so perfectly. Finally, a true friend! I don't know if I like getting this end this way.
Yeah, that...
Is there another way?
I don't know.
I wonder
want
what that
to see.
glitch was about.
That
I
was
really wonder what that
weird.
bright flash was about, right?
Yeah.
What if we said that this world was great the first time we went through, and he just said the same angry things and got mad at us again?
Let's see. Those were our only choices, right?
Yeah.
Yep. This place is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, this is all stuff we...
Yep, it's
Oh,
good.
yeah, solitary wakefulness.
Doesn't look as pleased as he'd hoped.
So you find Alternia agrees with you.
Oh yes, very much, you pant.
You find it interesting and fascinating. Ooh, sprite we haven't seen.
Definitely.
To you, the spectacle of those who happen to have been born with certain blood colors exploiting and oppressing those who have not is just a picturesque detail.
Well, you wouldn't go so far as to...
You find nothing objectionable in a society where the strong kill the weak at will, based on nothing more than the color of a bodily fluid, where the upper classes see the lower as little more than inanimate objects whose only purpose is to serve them. Where the whole corrupt society is structured solely to breed cannon fodder for a psychotic empress's mad plan to conquer the entire galaxy, more peoples to oppress.
That certainly wasn't what you...
The streets run with rust, orange, and gold blood. You stand unconcernedly and remark how interesting and fascinating Alternia is. While the fish people and their bluish lackeys strike the pap from the mouths of low-blood wrigglers, you smile pleasantly and remark how unusual Alternia is.
Certainly not, but one can't judge other cultures by one's own.
Oh, you can't dodge your class responsibility that way, you so-called intellectuals try to hide your fawning servility to the bosses by pretending to view society objectively, without moral judgments, when all the time you're simply crypto-imperialist lapdogs.
But...
You come to the Happy Absence Pit Park pretending solidarity with the oppressed. Pshaw! I see now you're nothing but a catspaw of the oppressor class. Nothing but a cheese-colored Judas Iscariot sent as a spy. Traitor, bootlicker, sycophant, murderer, monopolist, profiteer, slave trader, cannibal, parasite, technocrat, gangster, ectoplasm.
What?
Ectoplasm.
Ectoplasm? No, no! You try to object, but Fozzer seizes the shovel from you and turns away.
Turncoat, narc, double-crosser, weasel, hijacker, vulture, Visigoth, breathalyzer.
Buddy, are you just saying words?
Now he's just saying words.
You watch his back recede into the fog, your heart sinking with the wreck of your hopes and dreams for friendship.
Alright.
So
You didn't flip
that's...
us off this time. And we're not crying.
Yeah.
Huh.
Huh. That one
This
was
is
short.
interesting. I wonder what that glitch was about.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that's it.
I think that's it. I'm
Seriously?
gonna... Let's...
Yeah, we only got...
I'm
I
just
feel like
gonna
we only
check
got
one more
clip
time.
for him. Yeah, let's go
Because-
through one more time.
This place sucks. And then it explodes, and then we... That's it. That's all we
Yeah,
can do.
we only get one choice this whole route.
Huh.
Okay.
Alright then. That was weird.
That's intriguing.
Y'all
That's,
best
like,
not interrupt my
annoyingly-
clown date.
What'd you just say, Craig?
Like, that's annoyingly intriguing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it sparked so many questions and
Like-
none of them were answered.
That was that was weird and wild and fascinating to the plot, and now we're just gonna go to a clown party.
Yeah, I guess now it's a showman, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, Craig, I took Plaza because I think your showman voice is stronger than mine. So have fun.
Sick.
No problem.
Clowns, 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 clowns. You find yourself...
Wow.
Yeah. Find yourself ambling down the road without any particular destination in mind. It seems you don't have to do much active searching to land yourself in varying combinations of adventure and or disaster. Where will the vicissitudes of
vicissitudes,
fate
you got it.
next lead you? Who knows? You walk for a while like that. You've just about lost all hope of running into a wacky contrivance when your palm husk lights up with the delightful and or foreboding sound of friendship. Someone is calling you. You're less excited to see that the person who happens to be calling you is Zebra.
Oh no!
It's not that you dislike Zebra, no, we just...
I do.
We dislike him.
Yeah, it's more like we absolutely hate Zebra.
Yeah. It's just that you might struggle to rank him above literally any other troll you've met, including the yellow guy who loves genocide. But you're not one to leave a friend hanging. You dutifully answer the call.
Should I take him, or
Someone
Craig,
wanna-
do you want to do two?
I don't even remember what I did for this guy.
Something slimy, but I could probably manage slimy. Oh, my good friend, you've picked up.
Yeah, it seems familiar.
Awfully quickly, I might add.
Yeah, you just love friendship. You ask Zebra why he's calling.
Do I need a reason to call? Yes. State your business.
Yeah.
Is the thrill of dialectical... That's that word again. Dialectical repose not cause enough to make social contact with one of my dearest adversaries / friend, or maybe more, depending on whatever you feel comfortable with and interested in any given point in time?
You
Shut
have
up.
Yeah. You, you have no idea how to even respond to that, but Craig had a good
Yeah, I think that was a
suggestion.
pretty solid response, actually, Friendsim. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. I stand to incur material gain from your association. Just state your business!
Yeah, what the fuck?
I need to...
The moment he said that, like, almost full text box, I would have hung up.
Yeah.
I need you to stay right where you are.
Well, what are you going to do? Hang up?
Yeah.
You stand right where you are and stay on the line. You ask what Zebra is up to, but he won't say. Tells you he needs to concentrate. Eventually you notice a strange shape resolving in the distance down the road, drawing nearer slowly but steadily. After a while longer of waiting, the figure in the distance grows close enough for you to tell that it's Zebra. Oh, that's you say. It looks like he's riding on some kind of incredibly cursed hover Segway.
Yeah, I'm coming, sweetie. We dash the other direction.
Yeah, bye.
I pick up a rock and throw it at him.
Yeah, stick like a stick in the wheels of his stupid shit. He'll die like the owner of Segway, off a cliff.
Oh, wait, that really happened?
I don't know. I don't know if that's misinformation. Don't trust anything I say.
Oh, yeah, I love when you just lie.
It's not a lie if I'm not sure if it's the truth either. You would say it takes maybe 15 minutes or so for him to make it the entire way over on his hover scoot.
Oh my god, just standing here for fucking 15
Yeah.
minutes?
While he
Oh my-
slowly
Forget what I said
approaches.
Yeah, forget what I said about sprinting in the other direction. We meander in the other direction.
A leisurely stroll.
There you are. Impressed by my new ride?
No!
I'm impressed. I haven't stabbed you yet.
I'm impressed that it was slower than walking.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you say. You're very impressed.
I knew you would be.
Ugh.
I brought it out because tonight is a very special night. Or
Is
it
it
will
your
be.
death?
Yeah.
Or it
Did you
will
plan?
be if you'd be so kind as to make me the happiest troll in Alternia.
Not interested.
I want to vomit.
I could make myself the happiest human here and stab you.
Yeah.
I feel like any state of being, we'd still be the happiest human on Alternia, to be fair.
True.
I just so happen to have this precariously placed pair of scissors.
Oh man.
Might look good in your sternum.
Is he like proposing to you?
What?
Never mind. You ask him what he's vague blogging about.
What indeed? The real question of what is, what are you doing this evening? Being accosted by a pervert on the side of the road.
Yup. Well, speaking of being accosted by a pervert on the side of the road, my mom told me that apparently one of our neighbors had someone left like a note on the hood of their car saying something about like her feet and like leaving an email address fucking
Was this because your mom
wild.
sent foot pics that one time?
No, this is a separate occasion. This is someone unrelated to my mom or the person or the dude she sent a foot picture to.
How do you know it's unrelated to the person she sent foot pics to?
I don't necessarily. God, I hope not. But honestly, I mean, Jesus. He does know where we live. It's fine.
Oh no.
It's it's fine. Anyway. Well, it's not like you've ever had any plans to do anything besides stupidly bumble into one ludicrous boondoggle after another.
Boondoggle.
Seems
We're
like
quite
what...
proficient at bumbling.
Indeed. Seems like whatever he's alluding to inviting you to probably fits the bill for being included in your long itinerary of unspecified dumbass bullshit you were bound to get embroiled in anyway.
Fantastic.
So we basically just told him, fuck it, we'd end up there anyway. I don't want to go, but it's the plot says...
At some point. Yeah. I don't know what that word at the end is supposed to say.
Clownfest XX Rex?
Oh, okay, I can say it. Okay.
Oh, so it's like exit, but ha ha ha.
Well, it just so happens that I managed to get my hands on... I said that too quietly, huh, for it to pick up.
Yeah.
Well, it just so happens that I managed to get my hands on 2 tickets to Clownfest XX Rex. Yeah.
So is this a horny clown wrestling show?
Yeah.
Or is it a horny clown biking show?
Watch him surprise us and it's not horny.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You know what? That me saying bullshit just reminded me. When I was a kid, I found a GameCube game from my uncle that was just like horny fucking like Tony Hawk, basically, but for bikes.
Shit.
Yeah. God, it was so weird. It also was broken.
And I thought, who better to take along than my dearest alien associate of unspecified nature?
You have no idea what Clownfest XX Rex is, but it's not off to a good start with the name.
Oh, I should have known you wouldn't be familiar with it. It's a little sophisticated for an off-world reprobate such as yourself. You call this a reprobate? Are
Fucking
you serious?
asshole.
Excuse me?
Yeah, let me hang out with the person who just called me a fucking reprobate.
Yeah.
I guess, he did use the spade symbols at the beginning and after, but we are not in that quadrant with you!
We're not in any quadrant with you. Please go away. I'll take both tickets. And go with Chixie.
Man,
Yeah.
I bet
should
you'd be
hold
into
a
that.
wrestling thing so I can fucking suplex you.
Yeah.
Isla wants to go. Let's just mug this dude.
Yeah.
It's a music festival centered around purple blood performers. Sounds like danger for us.
Yeah, clown music. That's a great place for aliens.
Yeah. No, normally I wouldn't trifle with high blood entertainment, disgustingly oppressive as it is.
Yeah, alright.
Sure.
But when you think about it, aren't clowns the most disprivileged class of them all? No, not in the society at all.
Clown rights, guys. The clowns are oppressed.
I think Chixie would have something to say about what you just said.
Oh, God. You don't ask him to explain what he means by that, because everyone would be really angry reading it. Yeah! They know.
We should take that little clown boy with us. Fuck this dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agree to toss your meaty mortal body into a clown pit to get moshed to death or whatever. Or do something less awful. Now, we are going to meet a clown.
Yeah.
And I don't want to spend time with this motherfucker on his own.
True.
I mean, it's really just the choice of progress with the actual fucking route or
Get the bad end.
asshole.
Yeah, progress with the route or be uncomfortable.
I really would love to see like that be one of the choices sometimes. Just like
Yeah.
obvious fail choice or continue with the route, asshole.
They did give us something like that, and it turned out it was obvious fail choice instead, though.
Yeah.
I guess agree to toss our meaty mortal body into a clown pit.
Or
Let's
whatever.
go get moshed to death.
I knew you'd be there for me. I'm here for the story.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go.
I'm here for the clown who has his titties out in the thumbnail.
Yeah, show me Kitty Clown.
Yeah.
Scissors.
Zebra
Coming ever closer.
Ominous. Zebra invites you to hop onto the back of his scooter so you can head out to Clownfest. You say you're not sure this is the most effective avenue of locomotion. Zebra tells you it's all the rage and not to be a little bitch about it.
It's slower than walking.
Yeah.
By the time we get there, it'll be over.
Yeah, it's gonna be over. So
No,
let me
I
tell
love
you
that's
about
what's
mine.
happening.
Let me tell you. Oh, that was the failed choice because he's just gonna talk our ear off till the end of the route. So let me tell you a little about my plans for tonight.
It feels like the scooter is going even slower than it was when he arrived, now that it's struggling under the weight of 2 people.
You see, my favorite rhyme juggler on the planet is going to be there tonight. His name is Marvis Zaloto. You might have heard of him, he's pretty famous.
You say you've never heard of him because you're an alien.
Oh, right. Well, he's only the best in all of Alternia. So, come out of that rock, maybe.
Yeah.
He came over a few sweeps back when he won first place on Slam or Get Cold. I mean, really, you've been here for a few months. I mean, fair. Oh, please tell me you at least know about Slam or Get Cold. I don't have a TV!
Yeah. You do not
It
know
is
about
like-
Slam or Get Cold.
It's a miracle we have a phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only through the good grace of our dear friend Polypa? No.
No.
No, it was
no.
the murder.
Yeah, the other murder. The
one who's like
one
mates
with the
for to settle
claws.
Kaiba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kaiba Vegeta.
Well, it's a bi-sleeply reality program where aspiring slam poets compete to prove who has what it takes.
Aw man, I love bodily force poetry.
Yeah. It's really cutthroat stuff. I mean, I think there are at least 5 decapitations a season. Sounds awful.
It's a real cutthroat.
The competition's all about skill. No matter the blood color or who's competing, the troll who wins is the troll who has the nastiest flow and dopest bars. Dope. Everyone has an equal shot.
I don't believe that.
No, me neither. I mean, sure, a high blood has won every season to date, but it's basic biology that clowns are better at rhyming than everyone else.
Sure.
That's true. Clowns are better at rhyming.
True.
Even if high bloods were low bloods, that would still be true. Feels like eugenics.
Yeah.
That's equality.
This is the one race. They do rhymes and balloon animals. They're really great at both of those things. Yeah, makes sense. You think this is really progressive stuff he's saying. Where could he have possibly gotten so educated and smart?
Oh, you flatter me.
Only
we stop?
because I have to.
Anyway, as you know, I'm deeply connected in the music industry.
You are?
Yeah, don't remind me what you did to Chixie.
Yeah.
But because of oppressive human spectrum systems, I'm afraid I'm only truly afforded downward mobility.
I've forgotten everything about you each time we see you.
Yeah.
Purposely,
See,
might I add.
The Clown Sphere is really insular, a close-knit community.
Clown sphere.
I'm just imagining an orb with clown makeup on it.
Yeah.
But with the right hustle, I'm going to break that glass ceiling.
Uh-huh.
Marvis is the perfect troll to bring me into the fold.
Boy. You say this guy sounds pretty brutal. Are you sure you want to actually meet this clown?
Nah, sounds like a titties out kind of troll if I've ever heard of one.
Yeah.
What, Marvis? Huh! I mean, sure, he does what he needs to survive in a rigidly ossified power system that could never truly be dismantled by the actions of a single individual. But that doesn't mean that he supports it. Contrary to what you might think, Marvis is a spectacularly subversive figure in the industry.
Oh, yeah?
If you listen to his music, really listen, you'll hear some borderline revolutionary stuff.
Bullshit, you couldn't tell us what Chixie's music and the rebel music that you brought us to see was about.
Yeah.
Champagne socialist ass.
I think he'd tear it all down if he could. Would you? I might have mentioned it, but being a clown is kind of woke. Being black is kind of woke.
Yeah, this is... This feels a little bit like the whole Kanye West for president thing.
Yeah.
Just a bit. Bit of those vibes.
Yeah, it does have those vibes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Zephyr, you give me a headache.
Yeah. God, I was hoping we would just, like, go to the show and meet the clown and not get our fucking ears talked off by this incel.
Yeah, Craig is right. By the time we get there, it's gonna be over. He did this on purpose to just talk to us.
Good lord.
He reminds me of my dad.
Yeah.
That's why I've always wanted to probe that think pen of his, really get to the bottom of his radical praxis and help spread his message of social reform to the masses. And you're going to help me do it.
Can this route end with you being crushed by a clown?
I hope so. After 4 hours of scooting on and one excruciatingly detailed unbroken account of the events of the past 3 seasons of Slam or Get Cold, you arrive at Clownfest XX Rex.
Wow, it's actually still happening. I would have thought it would have been over.
Wow.
Yeah.
Guess they really do party all night in the clown sphere.
Hell yeah. Clownfest feels more like a circus than your idea of a music festival. In the distance is a wide open field dotted with disorganized masses of people, all gathered before a nightmarish stage you presume to be the site of the evening's main event.
I like this dude juggling hot dogs.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
man.
seems like he's just
Their
having fun.
friend.
I'd chill
Yeah.
with them.
Now eat them while you throw them in the air.
Yeah! The entrance to the festival grounds opens up into something of a parking lot filled with whimsical tents and people selling various snacks and refreshments. You see a clown juggling what looks like at least 7 hot dogs. Absolutely ghoulish. You're glad Diamond isn't here to see this.
Man.
Catching out the air like a dog.
Eh.
He gets suddenly acrobatic.
Zebra brings you up to the gates, flashes your tickets, and gets you wristbanded and admitted to the festival grounds. Seems like there's still some time before the performance is slated to start. Oh, so we're early even.
Amazing. He timed this so perfectly. Yeah,
Lord.
you know what? That's why he felt the leisure to come to us on that scooter. He knew that he knew he was timing it fine.
Yeah.
If we'd actually walked there, we would have had to wait 4 hours.
Did he call us just when the sun went down? Like, Jesus Christ.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of thankful we had to do that stupid, painful scooter ride, because if we walked, we would have waited 4 hours.
Yeah. And then we'd just be standing there with him.
Yeah.
Well, no, at that point we'd have a chance to ditch him.
No, but if we go at the very beginning of the festival, there won't be a crowd, so we can't lose him in the crowd.
Maybe if we walked here, we'd have seen another friend, and then we could have ditched him.
Yeah. They
How
could
many
have
of our
helped
friends
us,
would have
like,
come here
mug
now?
him.
true.
Maybe we would have seen Little Clown Boy.
Yeah.
And
Kariko
then-
would help us steal his tickets and go to the clown music festival.
Stab him in the shins.
A powerful little man.
Yeah.
Seems like there's still some time to go before the performance is slated to start. There are some spectators already gathered in the field, but those of more privileged blood castes are lined up around the tents in the lot to buy food and merchandise.
Man, seeing all this bullshit, like festival bullshit, really makes me miss going to like my local like summer festivals. Shit. Like we always have rides and shit. And also-
Sucks.
Yeah.
And boy, I could go for some shitty food truck food right now.
While you walk around the festival grounds, you ask Zebra what exactly he has planned. What could you possibly do to get him in good with the clowns? Zebra takes it as an invitation to whisper conspiratorially into your ear. His breath is hot and heavy against your hearing canal.
Here's the plan, my sweet little restaurant. We get in, wait for the show to start, and then when Marvis comes onto the stage, really gets into his act, you're going to jump the barricade and rush the stage.
That's an awful idea. I don't want to.
Excuse me?
I don't wanna.
Is the plan
just
to get us
that?
killed?
Or at least you're going to try.
I hate you.
Of course, I'm going to stop you. I'll tackle you before you make it to the stage, and I'll call you right in front of Marvis and everybody.
Fucking
Oh,
what?
Excuse me?
You did not tell us this was part of the plan.
Us dying?
I don't wanna.
For you? Are
No.
you crazy?
Absolutely not.
Oh, calm down. I'm trying to tear down the stereotypes that lowbloods are all simple-minded dullards, and you aren't doing your purpose any favors by reinforcing the cause for prejudice.
Wow.
I'm going to break your horns.
You don't get horns anymore.
Yeah.
You don't get a life.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not going to really kill you.
I don't believe
Well, how are
you.
you gonna sell it then? How are you gonna sell it?
Yeah.
You seem a little
could've fooled
clumsy. You'll simply pretend to play dead after I've heroically foiled your black designs on Marvis. My actions will firmly place me within Marvis's Ashen Quadrant, so I'll have no choice but to recognize me.
Good lord.
Can someone make you Ash?
And then the clowns will see what a hero I am, praise me, and bring me backstage to reward me. Zebra's actually planning a clown orgy.
Oh no. Zebra doesn't get the clown orgy. That's my clown orgy. He's not invited.
It's really a flawless plan, my dear. If you just do what you're told, nothing will go wrong.
Before you can proffer any critique of this caper, the jovial clamor of chattering and revelry surrounding you is pierced by a rising chorus of blood-curdling shrieks. You whip around to ascertain the source of the dreadful sound, but it becomes quickly apparent that those were not screams of pain at all. You know what's up when Zebra joins in with the ear-splitting squeals.
That's him!
There he is.
Hi.
How you doing?
What's up?
How you doing? It's the man of the hour himself. An expensively dressed juggalo is making his way through the crowds, flanked by a robust team of hulking indigo bloods. Every aspect of him telegraphs unimaginable celebrity. The purposefully disheveled yet fashionable fit of his clothes, the swagger of his step, the 10-man camera crew trailing behind him.
He has big tomato energy, and I definitely dig it.
Yeah. He walks with a measured poise despite the chaos rising around him. Dozens and dozens of young trolls are flinging themselves at his entourage without any apparent concern for their safety. The bodyguards are roundhouse kicking the eager teens into the ground left and right like a bloody blender of adolescent aliens. It's pure carnage.
He really knows how to draw a crowd, doesn't he?
What a simp. I mean, I get it.
Ow.
We
Wait,
can't say
wait.
that on Twitch anymore.
Oh no. No, it's
Man.
fine. He's a fictional character, so it's fine.
Also, we're not insulting him because honestly, this is the one point where I agree with him.
Yeah.
I'm simping too.
A minute ago, it was tough to truly grasp the hype, but after seeing him in person, you don't know what it is, but this swaggy clown has an undeniable gravitas that commands the attention of everyone around him. It's impossible to...
We
Yeah.
know what it is.
We do. It's impossible to look anywhere else. Even the Alternian moonlight seems to endeavor to glint off his golden accoutrement twice as bright. But he's gone just as quickly as he arrived, up to the festival stage to set up his act. He leaves a bloody void in his wake. Zebra is bouncing on the balls of his feet following the encounter. He clearly can't wait to get up into the pit, and to be honest, neither can you. What is it about a good clown that's so utterly irresistible?
Honest, I've been asking that question for years.
My whole life. Zebra takes you up to the field spread out before the stage. There are thousands and thousands of trolls already standing around, ready for the show to start. From the looks of the crowds in the back breaking down their tents, there have been Rustbloods camping out for days to secure their spots. But even those hard-won locations are much further to the back than where Zebra is leading you. There aren't many Highbloods here by comparison, so Zebra is able to take you to walk right in, muscle past all the ceruleans, and grab a spot by the barricade within maybe 5 minutes to spare before the show starts. There are some roadies up on the stage, now dashing around to finalize all the equipment arrangements.
Oh shoot. Did you remember to bring your concert diaper? My what?
What the fuck did you just say to me?
Excuse me?
I'm sorry, what the fuck did you just say to me, Zebra?
My concert,
Excuse you? Zebra turns to you with wide eyes. You're awfully close together now, boxed in by the swell of trolls pushing your bodies closer and closer to the stage.
I love it when MSPA Reader reacts the exact same way we do.
Yeah. They know.
You know. Your concert diaper.
What
No!
kind of alien do you
That
not
doesn't
understand?
This cannot be a thing on Alternia. Only you do this.
Did you say it a third time? I still understand.
You don't.
No.
No. This is fuel for somebody. Somebody got really excited about this. You don't actually know. You don't have a single clue about, quote, your concert diaper, unquote. You ask him if he's wearing his concert diaper. He pats the front of his pants, which you notice are looking a bit plumper than usual.
Rare, since he always has a fucking heart.
Christ.
Hold on.
Can we just go home?
Yeah, can we leave? I wonder what will happen if I commit Google sin.
Of course.
Well, guys, I wouldn't say it's been fun, but this was something. I'm gonna go die in a pit.
Yeah. Save some room for me in the death pit.
You can't just come to one of these things without your concert diaper.
You took us off the street!
Yeah. You don't do that to a radio! I hate Google.
Oh.
No.
Things in the pit can get pretty intense, bro, when you can't just leave to use a load gaper after it starts. Man, you're really going to regret not bringing your concert diaper. Y'all just shit on yourselves for fun? So is everyone around us. Ugh!
Before you can even attempt to formulate a response to that, the crowd breaks into thunderous cheering. Your heart skips a beat as you look up, but of course the clown who's clambering to the center of the stage isn't him. Marvis is clearly too hot to blow on the first act. All the same, people are real fired up over this raggedy juggalo. He seems like a serviceable clown, you suppose. He's got enough gold chains and is reasonably swaggy. He gets bumping, drops a few bars. It's fine, you guess, but he's not your clown. You know the moment you laid eyes on Marvis that he was the only clown your heart would ever be able to see again. Zebra leans into your ear and has to yell to be heard over the sounds of the music and the crowd.
Sorry. I've never much liked Rapsta Slamsy's work, to be honest.
Rapsta Slamsy.
Sure, the beats are produced well, but he has a very insipid sense of lyricism. We're at a concert, don't talk to me. Trizza's clam this, Trizza's indefatigable, indefatigable military
I'm gonna
like
clip that, and I'm gonna put it in your call-out post. I can't believe...
No! I didn't say a slur, leave me alone! We get it, you want to harpoon the heiress. Who doesn't, honestly? We don't need to hear about it all day.
That is revolutionary. And you're being like, boo, boo, don't do that. Zebra, get your head out of your asshole. I don't know how you haven't just collapsed in on yourself with how far you are up in there.
You guys remember that one children's book about the snake who ate itself until it was nothing?
Yeah.
That's Zebra.
Reverse Ouroboros.
Yeah.
A solid 15 minutes of mildly provocative slams later, and old Slamsy is slinking off backstage. As soon as he's gone, a new gesture takes the fore.
You would think that whoever wrote this would know the difference between jesters, juggalos, and clowns. Just saying.
Yeah. They're using that interchangeably, and that's not correct.
Yeah, that's just not right.
Yeah. If you wanted to get into the music, it proves difficult. Every new act they bring onto the stage is immediately followed by a hollering earful of Zebra's scathing critiques. You wonder why he's so fixated on getting in good with this gaggle of urban farceurs if he thinks so little of their technical and artistic merits to begin with. As you stand leaned sweatily against the barricade, you're starting to wonder if it's all worth it. Could the sight of a single rapping man really outweigh all the physical and psychic agony of waiting and standing and stewing in the heat of the pit? Will you have just endured nearly 3,000 words of hanging out with Zebra for something that will ultimately let you down? Down.
You say acknowledge that we are enduring.
We are enduring, and it's word count. But as the penultimate clown trundles off the set, the taste of the air changes. The lights on the stage go dark, the booming sound system goes quiet, and a tremulous hush falls over the crowd. You feel your heart stop in that silence. You know down to your bones that this is the moment you've been waiting for. From Sea Dweller to Rustblood, nobody moves. The sound of his light footsteps against the darkened stage could only be audible to someone as close as you. The anticipation swallows you whole. When the floodlights snap back on and illuminate his astounding figure center stage, you feel it. Though yet of modest stature, the lanky juggalo has the presence of a man 1,000,000 feet tall. He radiates a power the likes of which you've never felt before. You feel him inside of you intimately, religiously, indelibly. Yes, this is it. This is your clown. Then he opens his mouth to utter what feels like the most important words you've ever heard in your life.
Alright. I don't know if I can come up with like the whole showman voice just for hey.
Yeah, it's correct.
not a jovial hello, just hey. I guess it's just hey. I don't know.
That's it. All hell breaks loose. Everyone is screaming around you. You grip tight on the barricade as you stare up at him, glowing, messianic. Sure. Arms outstretched to drink in the zealous fervor of the crowd, all incited by a single, incredibly powerful word. Hey. God, you'll never forget it.
What up, guys? Oh. I don't know if I can get through this. He has all the fucking presence of a grade A showman.
Yeah.
And he has the...
Oh my goodness. This is the best clown.
I love him.
Oh my goodness.
You jugs ready to cook?
You can't help it. You start screaming. You're so fucking ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, these buddies be making me. What? All this fucking lead up.
Make me bees, yo.
Oh god. Oh no. I don't know if I can keep up the voice with that, with all the words.
I believe in you, Craig. I believe in you.
You got this.
Shit. I can't take myself seriously. Oh god. My lungs hurt.
Yeah.
His music.
The music's
Yeah.
good.
Also, his sprites are very good.
They're high
Yeah.
quality.
So far.
And you don't forget your concert diapers, cause it's rank out there.
You feel racked by shame. How could you forget your concert diaper? You'll never be so foolish again.
Oh god. Oh my god. But it's I. I'm a freshen thing up, hear me?
Zebra takes hold of your hand and squeezes it tight. You appreciate the gesture.
I don't.
Nah.
Don't touch me.
I'm looking at Marvis. Hello? Don't
Yeah.
touch me. Don't take me out of the moment.
Right?
God, he's so fucking beautiful.
I don't
You're right.
appreciate sensory displeasure during this moment.
Yeah. You understand. You feel deeply, utterly devastated to know how far out of your grasp he is. Why would a man like that ever even look at you? There's no way someone so tremendous, so magnificent, so extravagant would waste his time offering his friendship to someone as insignificant as you. But as desolating as that feeling may be, you aren't ready to put him out of your life just yet. Maybe there are other ways you can be close to him. Listen to his music.
We push Zebra into the thing instead.
Oh no.
We pick up Zebra and throw him on the stage.
Follow him wherever he goes, dedicate your life to him. You want to know everything about him that you can. Maybe in this way you can honor him, befriend him in your own heart, if not his. Is a love one-sided any less beautiful? When the music at last starts to blast through the speakers, you ascend. The pain in your legs and your back disappears. You feel nothing but streaming euphoria. You thank the forces of serendipity for guiding you to the glorious epiphany of this beatific singularity.
Please don't make me say stuff. Okay, good. Because I don't think I can do this.
Craig rap. Craig rap.
No.
I adore his rights.
Right?
They're so good. Oh my goodness. This artist knew what they were doing.
It's good shit.
Yeah, oh my god.
The show's nothing to scoff at either. You, a highly discerning individual known to frequently make posts online regarding the quality of rap and whether or not those who purport to possess such ability do in fact have the requisite bars, are fully blown away by the act. Some really good stuff. He's just really going in hard and hot with those raps. Not the intensity is the sole barometric of the quality of hip-hop. The fire that Marvis is dropping is a broad contemporary performance that would equally satisfy any aficionado of any relevant subgenre. Not a single thing about him is even slightly racist.
Wow.
Good
Not
to
even
know.
Racist. I'm so glad.
You're really starting to get into the zone when Zebra starts to scream in your ear again. You're already going deaf from the concert as it was.
If he interrupts even one more word that Marvis says, I swear to Troll Gigas, I'm going to punch this boy across the face! I think it's about time to get this show on the road, don't you? No, you're interrupting Marvis!
No fucking way. Get out of my face, gross boy.
Absolutely not!
I will not scam my beloved clown. No fucking way. Are you kidding, you say? There's no way you're going to vault over that barricade and try to make an attempt on Marvis's life, fake or not. For one thing, that plan is fucking stupid and you'd immediately die. Second of all, Marvis is a beautiful artist with the soul of a true poet, and you're not going to help anyone attempt to exploit his celebrity for selfish purposes. You conclusively inform Zebra that he'll have to find someone else to help him hoodwink sweet Marvis.
Sweet Marvis. What's that? I can't hear you over the incredibly vicious and beautiful rapping.
You tell Zebra that you're not doing it. You just want to listen to the rest of the concert and enjoy yourself. Zebra seems horribly taken aback.
What? We said Zebra seems... But... I thought we were... Friends? You thought.
I can't spell.
You reassure Zebra that you are friends, but affirming a friendship doesn't necessarily require one to embark upon a ludicrous suicide pact in order to socially hornswoggle a rhythmically gifted Mary Andrew.
Hornswoggle.
Yeah. You're hardly Thelma and Louise! Get real!
Oh, I haven't seen that sprite before.
Yeah. You tell Zebra he needs to find someone else to help him cozy up to the clown's inner circle. Zebra harumphs, offended, and decides to go. He starts to push away through the crowd down the length of the barricade. And with that, you're free to turn your gaze back to his mirthful eminence and embrace the new piece you have found in his artwork. But Marvis only keeps distributing dope, and the crowd only gets rowdier. Before you know it, you find yourself being wrenched into the writhing mass, jostled about and subsumed by the transcendent power of the music. Your pitiful little body becomes nothing but a note in his wicked symphony, a raindrop washed away in the rapids. Some time ago, you might have accepted your fate here and allowed yourself to be trampled by the mob, but you have something to live for now. Even as you feel yourself begin to physically break, those sick beats tether you spiritually to the mortal world. His ruthless bars cut through the heat and the sweat and the heavy stench of piss and meat, drawing you like a sailor to the siren's song. Not even death could wrench you free of his grasp. In spite of the odds, you manage to muscle your way back up to the fore. You exit the mosh pit a shattered mess, bruised, battered, and broken, hanging on only by the most tenuous of threads. As you look around you, you get a glimpse of your fate. You're surrounded on all sides by trolls who have collapsed and been trampled dead, faces frozen in a rictus of ecstasy. Given how lightheaded you feel, you aren't long for this world either, but you can carry on a bit further. For him. Wow, he's really something else, that Marvis, you think, as your wasted body slumps against the barricade. It's all you can do to lift your weak head and stare up at him, drinking up his boundless audiovisual wonder as your vision starts to blur and your consciousness begins to fade. You jerk back to your senses when you feel something splashing over your face. Alright. You cast around wildly for the source of the water. To your disbelief, you see that it was Marvis. He's standing at the edge of the stage, gyrating his hips to the choreography as he looks down at you in concern.
The idea of swinging his lips, not his hips, swinging his hips as he's like looking at us with a face full of worry is so hilarious.
Yeah.
He looks so worried, but his moves are so nice.
Yeah.
You guys
He
ever
does-
see that Tumblr post, breakdancing gently, what's wrong, son?
Yeah. It's like staring into the groin of an angel. He waits for a break in his verse to cover his mic and mouth to you.
Yo, buddy, are you alright?
You can't believe how gracious he is. To see a humble fan such as yourself in pain, and stop to make sure you're okay. Is this real, or have you passed on to heaven after all? Your gaze tracks up excuse me. From his... Your gaze tracks up from his well-proportioned crotch to the generous view offered by the plunging neckline of his shirt. You're alright now. You've never been more right in your life. Marvis jumps off the stage into that impassable purgatory that separates it from the pit, the gods from the mortals, and makes his way over to you. He stretches out his hands.
God, it's a good thing we are full of protagonisty gumption that makes people drawn to us.
Oh yeah.
I was just about to say his titties cast, his crotch and titties cast healing. We're
Yeah.
fine now.
Yeah. I mean, basically.
Now, if only he'd do some lay on.
Hey, babe. No. Want to dance?
Your broken bones are no obstacle. Instinct propels you over the barricade and into his arms. He catches you like you've both been waiting your entire lives for this moment. You've never felt more warm or safe. He scoops you up with his incredible strength and carries you back onto the stage. Marvis is talking into his mic again, so his words reverberate through the entire field.
Look what we've got here! Seems a fucking low blood cut to that front line, my friends.
Hi, my friends.
Oh.
Yeah, I fucked that up.
It's alright.
The remainder of the crowd that's still conscious boos viciously. What? What's happening? Oh, you're clearly bleeding red from being stomped in the face several times in the mosh pit, and in the murky lights of the stage it looks awfully burgundy.
Someone's been naughty.
Thank you, Hussy, for the meal.
Yes, you've been so naughty, you say into the mic.
No remorse. For damn shame.
The crowd jeers.
We clearly got a criminal on our damn hands. What do you think I should do with them? Any opinion?
The response is disjointed, but still functionally unanimous. Amidst the clamor, one word keeps ringing out clearly. Kill, 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 kill.
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wow, y'all want me to kill him? Gee, that's brutal. Well, I ain't one to let down any of my fans, you hear me? Justice be fucking done, my merry men. What better way to cap off a wicked night than with a little gutter blood shower? LOL.
Well, you're hardly qualified to question Marvis's judgment. If what he wants is to publicly execute you in front of a crowd of his adoring fans, you guess that's how it has to be.
Can't be helped as long as he's happy.
Yeah. You surrender completely as Marvis directs the stagehands to help him erect some sort of makeshift crucifix. You don't struggle as he carries you over and ties you up, suspended above the crowd. All the spotlights shine on you, burning hot. The audience's rapturous screams deafen you. But all you can see is Marvis, approaching you ringed in otherworldly light. His back is to the crowd, so you are the only one who can see his face like this. Intense, focused, merciless. A gaze meant only for you. You've never felt more special. He steps up before you, face to face. You stare into his eyes, enthralled. Such clear eyes, so potent and beautiful. Your only regret is that you can't gaze into them for longer. Marvis takes hold of his cane and in a fluid motion draws out its rapier-sharp hidden blade. The metal...
Sorry, that's cool.
Yeah! The metal glints 1,000 colors in the light of the stage, almost as awesome as he is. You hope he strikes true. Yours will be a magnificent death. But then, he winks. A fleeting moment of understanding passes between you. Could it be that Marvis is the friend you've been searching for after all? Oh, is it a fool's flight of fancy to dream so? He draws in close, rearing up as if to strike. And as he exposes his blade, his jacket lifts up too, exposing his vulnerable clown pit. If you leaned in just now, maybe, just maybe, you could...
Don't you dare!
Respect yourself, because if we move forward, he's gonna lop off our head.
Oh my god. Respect yourself. Marvis brings down the blade. It sinks deep into the wood beside your neck. This was no accident. A gesture so powerful surely would not miss. He's sparing your life. You're so humbled that your bladder evacuates on the spot.
Oh no! Why do they have to do this to me? I was so... Come on!
Your urine is as hot on your legs as Marvis's gaze is on your face. You
Come
really
on.
wish that you'd thought to bring your concert diaper.
This is the worst!
Yeah. Marvis gives you a look and then glances pointedly to his cane sword. You take the hint and make an exaggerated reaction like you've just been stabbed for real. You grab at your neck, sputtering, flailing. The high
like getting
bloods...
cold water splashed on me.
Yeah. The high bloods right at the front can tell you haven't really been stabbed, and they're a little disappointed, but it's not as clear to the trolls further back. Somewhere around the mass of teal bloods, the illusion really hits home. They start going fucking bonkers back there. The apeshit wave travels back to the burgundies and then ricochets back home to the high bloods. You crack one eye open as you play dead. This time, it's nothing like the controlled moshing during the performance. This is pure anarchy. A whirlwind of death and brutality. Trolls are at each other's throats, literally, ripping each other apart with fang and claw. All the blood spraying into the air makes the humidity really skyrocket. At some point, when the racket becomes less than melodic, the clowns all come out for a final encore to drown out the sounds of the screaming. They start wrapping up a real storm. After about 45 seconds, a full 2/3 of the crowd are completely dead on the ground. The performance finally ends once every single troll in the crowd has collapsed either from death or exhaustion. Only once the audience has worn itself out do the clowns call it quits. Oh, maybe Zebra's dead, you know?
I hope.
Fingers
One
crossed.
can only hope.
They all start filing backstage, but for Marvis, who stops to take you down from the cross. Your beloved clown cradles you in his arms like the Pieta, gently petting your blood-splattered face.
You hang in there, fam.
You tell him yes while continuing to play dead. You don't want to foil his ruse.
Okay, gravy.
He picks you back up and carries you off the stage. The clowns have a little green room set up in the backstage venue where they're all mixing and relaxing after the show. Nobody seems concerned to see Marvis carrying in a 90% dead alien, or particularly rattled after witnessing thousands of trolls savagely cannibalize each other either.
Hey, you want a sandy?
A what?
A sando.
You're sorry?
Grub bread.
You say, yeah, sure, you're pretty hungry. Marvis drops you off on a couch and you lounge indulgently as you wait for him to walk to the catering table and pick you something up. He's back quickly.
Think you can move your arms or nothing, buddy?
You say, not really? You're pretty sure all of your bones are basically obliterated.
Ah, shit, that's rough, man. Guess that's my fault. Oh. Okay, say ah.
You don't even question it. You obey him unthinkingly. Ah. You nearly choke when he kneels beside you and starts pressing broken off pieces of grub sandwich past your trembling lips. Tears well up at the corners of your eyes. How could someone like you be so lucky to touch and be held by the closest thing on this mortal plane to a god? You're sure there are thousands, millions of trolls out there who would die to get to experience anything like this. It's humbling. What did you do to deserve this? You're so weak from the concert that even moving your jaw is hard, and your star-stricken sobbing doesn't help either. Whenever a sloppy bit of grub paste filling dribbles down your chin, Marvis is right there to catch it and shove it back into your eager maw. He makes unyielding eye contact with you as he allows you to suck the maggoty meal from his fingers.
I'm gonna rewrite this.
Yeah.
How dare they steal my moment?
You tell him he's beautiful.
A lot of people say that. I don't know about that all, though. I'm just a humble rhyme juggler with a lot of cash money and 10 guys filming what I'm doing right now.
When you're finished eating your sandwich, Marvis kindly wipes all the mess off your face. He's so gracious, you can't believe it. You're so glad that camera crew is here to capture all of this so you can watch it and relive the experience of receiving his kindness again later. You guess you need an answer to the question, why did Marvis decide to save you? Marvis takes a moment to think on it.
Well, I guess you saw the guy you was with. And I was like, shit. What a sorry whatever. You know that Buddy Bad News fam. Oh. I can't do all this. It's hard.
Understandable.
Oh my goodness. I love how Zebra being a degenerate even got back to Marvis.
Yeah.
Everyone knows. What, Zebra? No way. Zebra's your friend. All of your friends are cool.
I love how
Man.
he misspells his speaking.
Yeah. That's raw. You okay? You sick? You real friends with that in Ding Dong? You know he blacklisted all the fucking way out of Clown Town.
What? Really? Why?
He's just a social climber, man. That big blue buddy be a motherfucking parasite.
And he's blacklisted by all clowns? He doesn't seem to know that.
Well, we ain't about to go and tell his chatty ass. Gonna go and write a wicked nasty review about my business. So we be looking out for ourselves. Us clowns are real close-knit, you know? Take care of each other and all that shit. You feel me? You know, if you think about it, clowns are really the most disprivileged socioeconomic class.
Aw. You have thought about that, and it's making more and more sense recently. You'd love to engage in nuanced discourse with him about clown privilege or the lack thereof.
Yeah, cuz... Though we normally occupy a position of structural power in the institutional hierarchy of the hemospectrum, we be subjugated to dampening our powers like no other. God, you're so verbose, and yet everything is so hard to read. Because the agents of that Empress and her abysmal... Kyriarchy?
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 I think it's Kyriarchy.
Her abysmal Kyriarchy know that the unimpeded strength of me and my sick nasty buddies, while easily unseat sea dwellers as dominant caste. And if purple blood be objectively superior to violet in every metric of strength, power, and influence despite chromatically preceding them. And the only reason we don't rustle up and rip the fins off their slimy little faces is an attorney of religious prosecution and a culturally immutable precedent. What does that say about the validity of the rest of the system?
Damn. You consider your mind thoroughly blown.
Sorry, I'm just... Wow, so he's hot, not racist, talented, and smart?
Yeah.
Wow.
Right? The dream clown, honestly. You consider your mind thoroughly blown. Wow, this guy is incredibly woke and not the least bit racist at all. You're really inspired by how good he is as both an artist and a man.
Damn straight. Maybe all this spectrum needs a little chaos to shake things up.
Vriska?
Gasp!
Really makes you fucking think, you hear me?
Boy, you better not be hanging out with Vriska. God, do you hear him? It makes so much sense. He makes so much sense. You make so much sense. Together. Marvis smiles at you as you hold his hands. You don't want to let go. You're afraid you'll never see him again if you do. You're not sure you can live like that. Maybe you can't be always by his side, but maybe sometimes? Occasionally? All you want is to make a friend.
Of course I'll be your buddy. Here, why didn't you add me on Chitter? And next time I got a show, maybe I'll hook you up with some...
Wicked tickets.
I can't read normally, and you're just making it harder for me, man.
Yeah.
Wicked ticket. VI fucking PB. Rust Emperors represent. Make sure to check out my link in my bio for merch if you're interested.
I'm so interested.
Yes, please. The promise fills you with so much hope and light and joy. You can't believe it. You did it. You made the greatest, most ultimate friend of them all. Your shining light. Your reason for being. Marvis. The truest buddy you've ever had.
I love him.
That was fucking excellent.
Yeah.
I'm glad that sniffing his armpit was a bad ending.
Yeah.
I was really, 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 really worried.
Me too.
This also explains
kinda-
some of the posts I've seen about him on Twitter.
You've seen armpit posts about him on Twitter?
Yes.
That's kind of funny. Could you send those to me?
Yeah, I'll see if I can find them. But people do get into that.
Yeah,
People get into the armpits. Figuratively and literally.
Alright.
Yeah.
I can't believe we actually... Man!
Yeah.
So I guess next time we finish it off with 3.
Yeah. We'll be wrapping this up and then moving on to Homestuck proper. Or Hiveswap
Act 2 first.
Act 2, yeah. And then Homestuck proper, and then the epilogues, and then Pester Quest, and then Homestuck Squared.
So look forward to at least 2 years of content.
Yeah, Homestuck Mondays will not be ending with this next stream. They will go on until there is no more Homestuck content.
Yeah, which you know is never going to happen.
Oh yeah, never.
Homestuck just keeps happening.
It just keeps happening. We warned you, bro. We told you, dog. But
I'm really glad we got to be. I don't know if I like him more than Malik, but man, the thing is, the ceiling for Malik is really, really high.
Yeah.
And I like him about as much.
They're both pretty fucking excellent.
Yeah. I just love characters that cater to me.
Yeah.
Specifically. I liked his music too, it was good.
Oh yeah, all the clown music is excellent.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure it was James Roach who did all the clown music.
Oh my goodness, my mother's being crazy. Anyway.
Well, it's time to chill.
Yeah. Follow us at _planetaria on Twitter to see when any and all of us stream. You can check me out at Idiot Moon Wizard for notifications on my streams and just random bullshit that I do sometimes.
Yeah, he's funny. He's a comedian.
He's funny looking. Hey! And that's the kind of humor you can expect to see on my Twitter.
We also archive all of our content on the Planetarium YouTube if you'd like to rewatch this or go see other friends we've made.
Yeah, I got a link to that down below.
Amongst other content, we have a bunch of other different... There's basically always something going on every day.
Yeah.
So make sure you check back with us.
And, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much for joining us, and we will, see you next time. Bye!
Till next time.
See ya.
Safe travels.
Yeah.